In
Most of them.
Canada, eh?
Mhm.
Exactly.
Well, all
Yeah,
right. What's up for today,
Ontario,
DM
California.
Jesse?
Yeah, well, today we will start with a little flashback here. That the question I put to a couple of you was Shabaka vouched for Filbert because he knew of Filbert's tribe. How did that happen?
You want me to
Oh,
start?
friends. Yeah, go for it.
Uh, I actually typed this out here somewhere.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Um, so yeah, we were so my bugbear tribe was allied to the main hobgoblin warlord in the area of Ten Towns, and it was um they were rivals. So is your bear totem clan, is it orcs or humans or both?
Yes,
Yes. Okay, both.
all of the
So,
above.
there was a local bear totem clan of orcs and humans, and our hobgoblin warlord was at odds with that clan. And at the time, Shabaka was still with his bugbear family, and so they were kind of the kind of favored uh, group of kind of bruisers and butt kickers for the hobgoblin warlord, and except for Shabaka was not. And so they wanted to toughen up Shabaka, and they sent him out to fight a champion from the bear totems, which turned out to be Filbert. And Filbert has a similar quest put upon him, sort of like the coming of age kind of ritual. And but they both met in the wilds and kind of didn't want to do that, so they both agreed not to fight, and they just decided to hang out and have a few drinks and just stay there, camp out for a little bit, and then they both went back and told their respective people that they won the battle and described a glorious overcoming of the other champion.
Indeed,
And
it worked out quite well. We came out of it with our heads hurting, mainly because we were hungover.
exactly.
But it made it
We,
believable. There you go.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, we had
yeah,
to do
and,
throw a few punches to make it look real.
right. You know, probably some of it had to do with falling over drunk and like hitting rocks and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So there were some bruises that were earned in the process. So yeah. So after well, a long series of similar such wins, because Filbert decided to double down on the whole deal and go, I'm a champion and I'm going to prove to the world that I am a really good champion, and I'm going to go south and teach them scrawny Southerners what a real barbarian can do. So over the next few years, he went from place to place trying to prove that brawn can beat brains. Um, without even much thought, because Filbert really wasn't capable of much thought. Um, and so after he almost starved to death, and this is years later, he went through Luskin, he went through the Mayor of Dead Men, he went through Neverwinter, eventually landed in Waterdeep, and got a job as a city guard. And he finally got clean clothes for the first time in many many years. He had people who sort of trusted him, possibly. It depends on the face of the moon and stuff like that. But a week into that job, they answer a cry for a a bar brawl that would have broken out on the north end of town, and he goes there, and who does he see in the middle of the fracas but Shabaka? He hadn't seen him in years, and now he's got his his longtime friend, associate, co-conspirator standing in the middle of a bar with a squirming halfling in one hand and a tankard of ale in the other hand. And he's basically got to make the best of this. So he quickly deduces that Shabaka had stopped a pickpocket. Ignore the fact that there was bruised patrons, scattered playing cards, and cowering non-combatants all over the place. There wasn't a bar fight. This was no big deal. It was clearly a pickpocket. So with a quick nod and a knowing nod with his friend Shabaka, Filbert manages to defuse the situation, gets some puzzled looks from his fellow guards as he sits down and has a bit of beer-fueled de-escalation.
Cool.
And
Awesome.
they caught up at that point. I just want to ask, was Fallon there? Do you think?
There's a possible chance. I mean, Fallon could have been comatose, or he could have been one of the combatants that hadn't quite caught on to the fact that the combat had ended, and he was elsewhere, and he came back in like, "Hey, look, ooh, beer."
What do you think, Fallon? Because you and Shabaka
Um,
were traveling together at that point.
Yeah.
But, sorry, I completely missed the question. I'm not gonna lie.
So
I was
we
just
were.
wondering if you were present when Shabaka and Filbert reunited. Because it would have been during the time
probably.
where you and Shabaka were together. Yeah, okay.
Probably. Well, wouldn't we? I thought all four of us were together at that point, and then we picked up Filbert.
Yeah,
I think this is
this
when
is
we
basically when
entered.
they when Chewbacca got reacquainted with Filbert, introduced Filbert to the rest of the group, and goes, "Hey, this is my buddy, my friend, my pal." I think.
My sweet cheese, my good time boy.
We knew each other when we were kids.
hmm We lied to our families together. Yeah.
Good
Happens.
times.
Cool.
Ooh,
Okay,
yes,
that's
good
great.
times.
Well, we return now back to the horrible lands of Ravenloft. Where were we at the end of last week? What happened?
Let's see.
We beat up a lady.
We said
Beat
neat
up
to an old woman. Neat, neat.
Biscuits. We had muffins, and
Yeah.
denied.
And then you took on a companion.
Yes, a little boy.
Yes. Someone else to corrupt. I mean, to show the correct way.
This is the way.
Yes.
Yes, and then I guess the rest of it was kind of just passing hexes on a map. Nothing much
Yes.
too exciting happened after
Oh,
that.
Yeah,
well,
we saw
that's not completely true.
Mm-hmm.
we saw a waterfall.
Yep.
I did
And a
see a
deep
waterfall.
chasm that's very, 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 very deep.
And
Like,
Ramsey
the bottom
buried
is
a
lost in
body
the
on the
shadows.
bridge.
Yes.
Yes, and I saw a body on a bridge. That can you hear me?
Yep.
But yeah, you didn't tell
Yeah.
us what you
And we
saw.
can't hear him. He's go,
Yeah,
what?
well, it was a body that we saw on the bridge, and I made sure that it was properly buried. Yeah, there's some tricks being played there. I think trying to distract us. Yet I had sort of seen the trick before, so I didn't bother alerting the party to it.
And then you made it to the crossroads. Presumably, the path you did not take is the one towards Ravenloft Castle. Pass through another set of gates. And you guys have been climbing most of the way as you've come up from the village of Barovia. So the road, as it twists and turns, has been coming uphill. And around this area, it is flattened out. And when you look, ahead of you in the fog, you're not seeing anything kind of rising out of the fog anymore. And so you might be at the top of the hill. I presume you guys are going to continue on your way. Is there anything anyone would like to do other than that?
No,
I'm trying to log into Roll20. I don't know why it doesn't accept my password now.
Because you are not loved.
because you are denied.
Denied.
Just
Okay.
forgot
Time to
password.
reset.
I don't know.
Come on.
Let me see.
Phone is not loving my charger today.
You smell smoke?
No.
All right. This is a good sign.
Right? Good sign,
Yeah.
but I don't know how long my battery's going to last during this game.
You guys continue through the forest in front of you. You pop out the other side after only half a mile or so, maybe a mile. It's definitely afternoon now. You guys, as you get through the through this forest. You guys are, say, 47 hexes out of 100 hex day. You lost 16 or so to the fight. So that makes it 50, 60. You've got like 40 more hexes to go when you reach this area here.
Okay.
And the road rounds another bend, and you can see it split off again. It looks like the main traffic continues straight. We're right here right now.
Mhm.
The main traffic continues north. To the left, there is a
Is that?
that is a windmill.
Is here?
Yeah.
That one, yep.
It's a windmill.
Everybody jousting it.
Old
Are
Sfalish
we-
Road transitions here from being a winding path through the Balanock Mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. In the heart of the valley, you see a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake, its waters dark and still. A branch in the road leads west to a promontory atop which is perched a dilapidated stone windmill, its warped wooden vanes stripped bare.
Hmm.
A lone raven sits on a signpost at the side of the intersection.
Is this still the same
Nothing to
day?
see here. Nothing
Yes.
to see here. It's just a bird.
Yep.
It caws at you as you comment.
Cora greets it. Hello.
It
You're not
caws
a bear, I'm
again.
not-
Nods.
It kind of pecks downward towards the base of the
The sign.
sign.
What
Don't
is the
see
Not a
sign
them.
bear.
read?
I'm not listening to it.
There's at the base of the sign there is a small pouch with bright colors.
Is it bleeding?
Cora
It is
looks
not.
at
It's
the
very small.
crow
It's
or a raven, correct?
raven. Yeah.
Raven.
It seems it has intelligence, so we're going to talk to it like it's a human.
Okay.
It is a bird brain.
Well, actually, Filbert can talk to beasts. So.
Well,
That's
I don't
true,
think you've
actually.
used that ability in front of Cora yet. Have you?
Okay, I say it in character then.
birdie.
Ooh, Filbert, do you want to?
Got it. Hello,
talk
birdie.
Would you like us to take this?
If a bird could shrug,
It's the bird of
kind
meh.
of fluffs its the wing bits up, and then it's like it did.
Whatever.
It definitely. It looked like a shrug though. Like it's like
Okay.
it looked.
Does that
Uh,
sideways look at you?
The bird says, "Yeah, go for it."
Bird gives us a solid whatever.
Cora, I suppose, will nod and pick it up.
How's your day
Inside,
been?
the bag itself is made of cloth. It's not like a traveling pouch or something like that that's made to last. It looks like it's been sewn together just by whoever felt like making a small pouch. And inside is a doll, an auburn-haired girl, and it's a fairly well-made doll, of an auburn-haired girl wearing some armor, and on the bottom there's a tag and it says, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
What? Wait, what did you say?
That sounds like something I'd make.
I'll put it in the chat there.
Is no fun, is no Blinsky?
Yep.
Yeah, I make these dolls all the time.
So it's a young
Blinsky.
girl doll?
Yep. It's
Or-
a
okay.
it's a doll of a girl or a woman with armor.
Okay.
There's
All
no
right.
fun.
I don't
There's-
actually know if Cora's ever owned a doll.
I never did.
I made dolls.
Just a group of adventurers like, I've never owned one of these before.
I absolutely did not.
What do you do
I
with
don't-
these anyway? Yeah.
You have fights with them.
Is this...
You make like 20 or 30 of them. You fight them out. You give them all swords. You kind of put them out up in the sand, in the snow, and stuff like that. You stage them. Not that I've had any dolls or anything.
Shabaka checks his pack and makes sure it's secure.
For
Yes, your
things,
pack is secure.
for things made of cloth, you put it in the snow?
Yes. Sure. Just their feet. You put them on the snow. It's gotta be. I haven't had dolls. I haven't had no. No.
Me neither. Me neither.
It sounds like you'd like to have the opportunity now.
Well, I'll take a look if you want.
Oh, of
Sword?
course.
This-
Cora will softly hand it to Shabaka.
I take a look at it. Anything unusual about it?
Other than the tag, no, not really. Nothing that jumps out at you.
It doesn't
Hmm.
look anything like anybody in our party, does it?
I look
well,
around.
Well, now that
no,
you say that,
not really.
good.
I mean, it's hard. Who here has auburn hair? Anybody?
Cora's right.
Does our
Cora, but it's a probably much
what about
darker
the
brown.
NPC? What's her name? Why am I
Irina.
forgetting her name?
Valkyrie.
Irina.
She has that color hair, but it's not really hard to tell
Hey,
other
your
than
name-
that.
Hmm.
Is your name Noblinsky?
No,
Yeah.
I don't know what a Blinsky is.
Oh.
All right.
But you did actually see from the hilltop. You can see into the valley below.
And this is still. Is it getting to be evening then? I guess we've been traveling.
It's
for a while.
getting late afternoon.
Where do we see the walled town? Is that it over here?
Yep.
That is not huge.
That's representative. There's more houses than that when
okay.
we get to the town map.
All right.
Maybe they have
This
dolls.
is a world map.
Maybe we could save some time by cutting through this wood here.
So this again is like
Ooh,
like
we have pollen.
the way up. It's kind of switchbacks. So while it doesn't necessarily show it on the map, the that shortcut is really steep. Not that you can't take it.
Well, you can make
Just
it
that
there
it's
really quick. You could probably get there in about 30 seconds, but you might not like how you feel at the end.
Hmm.
You might want to take the road.
Well,
we are taking the road.
you know, I could make it easier for us.
How's that?
I
Could
could
you?
turn into a climbing creature and also summon one.
Well, it'd be a pretty long rope you'd have to run. That's half mile from one road to the other.
You can.
Well, let's see. That would take me and one other person and someone else and another person on the second beast.
Well, if you don't hit any trees on the way down, I guess you can plummet half a mile in 30 seconds.
The crow caws at you, Shabaka,
Birdie.
and
Are
when
you
you look at it, it turns its head from side to side.
Oh,
Which way?
Yes.
Hey, my
Are you
friend.
suggesting
see.
to walk off the path, Shabaka?
oh yeah. Someone told
Crow
us that,
shakes
didn't
his
they?
head again.
All right, all right.
We do not walk off the path.
It's straight from the past.
I'll look at the crow and I'll go, "What about this way?" And I point the other way.
Which other way?
So we can either go to the right and go around the towards the town, or go to the left.
Yeah,
To the
towards
windmill?
the windmill?
Oh, I thought we were at the windmill.
No, you're at the junction, the intersection.
So here.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So towards the windmill and past it, looks like there's a path there, or isn't there?
You point in the direction of the windmill, and it shakes its head again.
Okay, I guess we have one way to go.
And if you could say something like, "Damn, you're stupid," it would. But I'm used to it. All the birds tell me this the same way. I don't know why.
All right, so let's head on down the road.
Okay.
Do you think Colin would like this? Cora says, pointing at the toy.
And I look down. I go, yeah, okay. And I hand it to him.
We do have
At
a
least-
child with us. I forgot. Not gonna lie.
Apparently,
We
we
do
have
have a
2
child.
children with us.
Yes. Shabaka, at least you can now say, yes, I have owned a doll.
It was brief. Yep.
If Shabaka wants to own it, that's fine. But I was like, oh wait,
No,
we do
he
have a
had-
kid with us.
He hands it to the kid. Slightly reluctantly.
Colin does. He doesn't really. He doesn't express so much of a preference when it's held out, and he's looking at it. But then when you hand it to him, he just kind of wraps it tightly in one arm and holds it to him.
Oh, that's cute.
I don't think Colin's owned a toy either. His parents are drug addicts.
There you go,
This is
little
very
fella. Take good care of that now.
So there is one thing though,
What's his
and
story?
the tracks of the cart you guys were following, they go to the windmill.
Yeah, I kind of thought as much.
We really should check there just in case there's another child trapped there.
It could be something stupid and dangerous that way.
Yes.
Not for today.
Not today.
How about I summon a beast to go investigate it?
Could it return in time?
Because we shouldn't delay. So even if you summon the beast should go, and then it'll have to come back
Yes.
and meet us, however far along the road.
Just
we
to at least find out if there's any children there.
Yes,
Or I
think
could
that is
send
a good
I could
idea
send EB actually, it'll be faster.
to send a scout to the windmill and continue
Alright.
on our journey.
I'll
It's the best
spend,
choice.
I'll spend a wild shape to summon EP
Okay. And
as,
what are
as an owl.
EP's orders, or do you maintain a connection?
I can maintain a connection up to a mile or something like that.
Can you see?
Or
You
1,000
can't see out of
feet,
your
I
own
think.
wild eyes while that's happening.
Yes, I can. He's just like a familiar.
Okay, so
So-
if you don't like
Telepathic.
see out of his eyes or anything,
I see through his eyes,
can-
but I can't see through my own when I'm in that mode. And I can only
Right,
see
okay.
like I can only keep that link 1,000 feet or something. I'll look it up.
Well, it's no, I guess it's like 1,200 feet from where you are already.
If you can, if it's like a familiar, you can. If you're within 1,000 feet, you can communicate telepathically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it normally within 100 feet?
No, it's 1,000 feet.
Okay.
Cool.
I
Well,
think it's...
you'd have to get closer to be within 1,000 feet of it. It is a.
Oh yeah, sorry. It says under find
Probably-
familiar. It's 1,000 or 100 feet of you,
Oh, okay. Well then.
Yeah.
but it can go up to. Oh yeah, it doesn't give any limit on the range. It can go however
So
far you want.
for familiars can go as far as they can or away from you, but after 100 feet, if they die, you won't know until you try to summon them. Basically, that's all it is.
Fair enough.
That makes sense. What are so
did
it can
research.
it can scout it out and come back and report. It can meet you guys on the road as you continue on.
Oh,
If
That
it has a
shouldn't
be a
high
problem.
He can
Sorry, you can
fly, so
see-
he can probably
Yep.
catch up to us.
you can
Yep.
see through its eyes. That doesn't have a limit. You just can't telepathically communicate beyond 100 feet. Because it says, as an action, you can
can't
see
tell
through
it
its
from-
eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn, gaining the benefits of any special senses that it has. During this time, you're deaf and blind with your own senses. But yeah, it doesn't have a
I don't-
limit on that.
I don't think it really matters. I think we should just send it and he can come and meet us on the road. He'll be able to catch up to us.
Okay,
Like, I'd
so
rather we just do that than have you be blind.
it's just for, yeah. I'll just tell him to go into the, if he can get into the windmill, see if
Go
there are
out the
any
window.
prisoners there, and then come back and tell us if he sees anybody in there.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, so you guys continue on down the road, and you find yourself dropping into the valley below. On the opposite side of the lake, which you can see fairly clearly right now, there is a big hill that
A
leads
lot of
up
fucking hills here.
into.
That's what I've learned.
Mhm.
Yes, it's a very hilly area. It's a forested hill that leads up into basically mountains on the north of that area.
And they're misty.
They are.
The Misty Mountains.
Oh, misty mountains.
Okay,
All
just
right.
let me give this a refreed.
Oh,
What
and
are, so his orders were go to the thing, go to the place.
try to get
Was it to
inside.
go inside? Try and
Yes,
get
try to
inside.
get inside and see if there are any people in there that seem
Okay.
like prisoners.
Hello, friends.
Let me check here.
Actually, when we get to this point, I might actually be within 100 feet.
No, that's still 700-800 feet.
From down here?
Yeah, miles 5,000, quarter miles 1,200 or so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it does come back. And when it gets within range, you can tell that the place was all it couldn't really tell. There was glass on the windows and the door was closed. There was definitely something moving around inside, but it couldn't tell what. It looked to be about 4 stories tall, though. It looks like there's something substantial there. There's
So,
things moving on at least 2 levels.
and did it look like it was like somebody living there, like comfortably? Like, is there a garden outside or anything like that? Or
No, it's very run down.
okay,
It looks like a house.
so whatever lives there is probably bad.
Well, no, just poor.
All right. Does anyone want to go up there and see what's going on?
Yes, but at the same time, how long do we think it's going to take us to get to this walled city? Because we do need to be there before dark.
It's looking like you guys have an idea from the top of the hill. You're probably going to want to be on a decent march in order to get to the town by the time dusk hits.
Once
We
she's
need to get to
delivered,
town.
we can check it out tomorrow once
Yeah.
we deliver.
All right, fine.
Also, we have a child to take care of right now.
It was an
Exactly.
opportunity to do something dumb.
And also, she attracts a lot of vampire attention, doesn't she?
Yep.
We do not want to
Okay.
be outside the walls with her when night falls.
Okay, I'm going to cast Summon Beast, and I will cast it to summon. I don't know what I can summon here. It's a spiritual beast. It can be land, air, or water. So I'm going to summon a land beast that is something somebody could ride. So maybe like a horse. And
Okay. Colin looks at you and says, "Thank you. My feet hurt.
yeah, I was going to get Colin and anyone
I'm
else
walking
small
too
on it.
much. My mom says I'm not supposed to walk very far."
Yeah, he can ride on that. And also, I've already forgotten. Irina, is she reasonably light?
She is, yes.
Okay, so maybe she
She says,
can ride with
I'm
the kid.
fine if anyone needs it.
Well, and then I'm gonna transform into a direwolf, and I can probably carry 2 people. So,
Okay.
Well, we have more than just that.
well, that's
That's
two,
okay.
yeah. Can anyone
Thank
else
you,
cast
though.
anything that can speed us along?
I will jog.
All right.
Forced march.
Who wants to ride on the direwolf? Fallon and Filbert?
Thematically.
I'll walk, I guess. I'll
Oh yeah, you
Go
probably got more stamina.
go fast mosey.
All right, so we can do a forced march and keep up with the animals then, maybe. So someone might get exhausted, but hopefully we can rest a bit when we get there.
So yeah, it's not like a full day's forced march. You should be able to do it.
We just want to get there before dark.
You just want to rush. Yeah.
Yep.
It's not like a. It's like
Oh,
this
and
is like maybe an hour or two left.
yeah, this spell will last an hour, but I can cast it again after that hour, and then I can be in my form for. Oh no, I'd have to get out of my form and get back in, but still I can do that and get 2 hours out of it basically.
Okay. That works. You guys roll up to the town of Vallaki.
We're quite an interesting group. We just show up at this fucking town and they're like,
Hi, we
Hello?
got this kid.
A horse, a wolf, a child.
Yeah. You're gonna keep those forms and those beast creatures up to the wall.
How much time will I have left in an hour long or a second hour long spell?
I mean, really, if you put it down 1 hex away, that's a quarter mile. Like nobody's really gonna see much in the way of detail.
Actually, the second time I
was
wild
gonna
shape,
say, I wouldn't. Yeah.
the second time I wild shape, I'll just wild shape into a sturdy riding horse.
Okay.
A
So I was gonna say I
Clydesdale.
wouldn't be a wolf, a one dire
Bullshit.
wolf when we approach the
Yeah.
town.
The second time I cast it, I'll be
This is true.
a Clydesdale.
The old Sphalich road meanders into a valley watched over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against this wall, as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dirt road ends at a set of sturdy iron gates, with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind them. Planted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are a half a dozen pikes with wolves' heads impaled on them.
Good choice.
You got beer?
Who is that?
Fallon
Me.
is suddenly a little uncomfortable.
Filbert P.
Yeah.
Nut Acorn.
Hmm.
And who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
1 second.
I love how our lowest charisma party member is doing the talking.
Yeah. Anyway, no, Fallon is a little uncomfortable with the wolf heads, but at the same time, she's mostly focused on making sure Colin doesn't fall off the horse. That's what she's been doing the entire time.
And who does your taxidermy?
Harkus and Jerko are on
Glad
duty
to meet
tonight.
you, my friends. You got beer?
Wine is to be had, and the other one says, I think they're running low on wine. It's like, we've got
Well,
something, but it's not awfully late in the day for traveling.
We're trying to get here before dark. For obvious reasons.
One of them kind of looks up. It's still clearly before dusk, but he's... I don't know. Getting kind of late, don't you think?
Yeah, that's why we'd like to be inside the palisade rather than outside the
Yeah.
palisade because, it's late and all, and we're weary.
I say to Filbert in horse, tell them about the Irina.
We got
she's like
Irina.
What's in Irina?
she's
she
from a
is
noble
any
house or
point-
something, isn't she?
Daughter of the burgomaster.
Our burgomaster?
No,
They make burgers.
of
Of
Barovia.
Barovia. That.
Oh, you've been traveling for a while.
We have.
Yep.
And once again, it would be nice to be on the other side of this gate.
With
Yeah.
Also, it'd be
Mine,
really nice if
yes.
a character that has good charisma was involved in this conversation, so
Filbert.
that if we have to roll, it
Filbert.
doesn't go poorly.
Filbert, I think he wants money.
Me.
Offer him some money.
Anyone
You-
there bitten? Show me your necks.
Huh? Oh.
Ew. Oh, yeah, I'll show you my neck.
Show
Here,
me your
look.
neck.
See?
Yep.
This is my neck. It's a little dirty. But
Okay.
a bath will fix that, and so will wine.
That's
None
fine.
of us have actually been bitten, so that's good.
Well, except for
Irina has.
Irina.
Has she?
Yes.
Twice, I think.
That's the story.
Before we came along? Oh, okay.
Yep.
They
That's why
asked
she
us
needs
to show us-
rescuing.
Oh,
They asked us to show them
But
our
she's fine,
neck.
so it doesn't
I'm
matter.
showing
Yes.
them my neck, and telling them to ignore the dirt.
Yep. And I'll show him mine. And I go,
Okay.
listen, we're just guarding her. So if you don't mind, maybe you could open this gate.
Well, policy's policy, right?
Policy?
Is there a
it written
list of
somewhere?
questions you must go through then?
I know all about policies. I got those at Waterdeep.
Harkus is strict on this stuff, says Jerko. Jirko, not E.
AIR.
I was gonna say Jerko is right.
Yeah.
That is it.
So
Fallon, when they say show us your necks, Fallon just stares at them.
he starts writing down on his little handy dandy notepad. JURK space O. Jerk
None
O.
amongst us here has been bitten recently, or bitten at all. If that's what you're worried about.
Fallon
I'm gonna-
flashes her fangs and goes, "I've done my share of biting."
I stopped
oh
using
no,
the
no,
phrase
don't do
since I
that.
got here.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Make an intimidation roll.
Oh, I'm not very good at that. I do not. I don't have any charisma. Oh. That's a 1.
Of a
That's a
stone.
7. It looks like a 1 on the die, and I got really scared. But it's a 7.
Jeez.
Okay.
To be fair, she said that pretty offhandedly. Like, she wasn't really
Mhm.
trying to be scary. It was just her instinctual reaction. She's still just trying to make sure the kid doesn't fall off the horse.
I have mosquito bites that are more intimidating.
Just out
Well,
of curiosity,
Jerko said, like, reacts to the teeth and stuff like that, and Harkus says, like, shakes his head at him, it's like, and points at you and says, eyebrows, your hair, this is not the ones. We've seen those before, he says.
What?
You make no sense.
What?
Excuse me?
would 5
These
gold
are not
get us
vampire
in
teeth. I know these
faster?
aren't vampire.
Oh.
Well, no. I mean, she's
Oh,
got
these are orc
top
tusks.
and bottom fangs, so she's probably
Mhm.
not
My,
vampire.
my dad was a full-blooded orc. These are tusks.
Jerko and Harkus, would 5 gold get this gate open faster? We can chat
It
inside.
might, depending on the number that comes on a D20. So roll your persuasion.
Roll my persuasion. Ah, dang.
You could try and get that dream cake out of my pack.
Yeah, there you go.
We killed a witch.
nobody
up here.
knows-
Can we not come in? Like,
Oh yeah, nobody else knows about
Nah.
it. It's just me.
I got a 7. It looks like 7's the number tonight.
Oh my
yeah.
god, guys.
We're
Harkus
so-
is like
neither
looking.
of us are the charisma people. Okay.
Like-
Why is
sun- The sun behind the clouds is literally going down. You can't see like the actual sun, but you can tell the sky is getting dark.
why isn't Carosa doing
and
it?
Harkus is like, I don't know. I think dusk is coming on pretty fast.
That's why
Would
we'd
you
like
like
to get
us-
in.
Carosa,
That's why we'd
do the
like to keep
talking.
you out. We're not allowed to let people in after dusk, and it's
Oh, would you
And
like
you'll have it
to
on your
attract
conscience
them towards
as
you?
you listen
at
to our
night?
blood-curdling shrieks as we die outside because you left us to the wolves. That'll be on your conscience, I think. You have a conscience, right?
Offer them some good berries.
You want some good berries? I got good berries.
Cora is going to cast suggestion. Open the gate for us.
okay.
DC
Hit the
13
spell.
wisdom.
Okay.
The now damn it spell.
DC
Oh,
13.
no.
Please
This
open
isn't
the
gonna
gate for
go
us.
well.
Well, they won't know if it's if they can't figure it out. So if they fail a DC, they won't know. Please open the gate for us. We do not wish to attract the attention of things further across this hill.
Boom.
Ooh.
8. They fail.
Thank
like,
you.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Thank crap. That could have gone poorly.
And they one of them just like, like he just basically right beside him. He reaches down, like you can't see what his hand is doing behind the wall, but he basically pulls something like 1 foot, and there's like a little clink, and the door kind of falls open a little bit, open enough for you to open it the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.
Where's the beer? I mean, where's the wine?
And like Jericho is like, I didn't think you were gonna let them in, and Arcus is like, he's like puzzled
Come on,
for a
Lang.
moment, and he says, I didn't think so either.
All
All right, let's move in and move quickly away from the
Alan's
gate.
going in before he can change his mind.
Get
Yeah,
the horse
I'm
She's
going
gonna
through.
help the kid. She's
I-
gonna help Colin off the horse, and carry him in.
The last thing you hear from Harkus as you guys wander into the town is, don't tell anyone about this.
Cute smile, I know.
Welcome.
Cora does not have the patience to talk, alright?
Okay, and if everybody gets off of the horses, then I can change back. Once we're out of sight of the guards.
That'd be funny. No, we're not getting off the horses. Lead us to the stable.
You don't want to pay for stables for me?
But you are at the
Well,
gate.
It's better than paying for a hotel room
Here.
for you.
That one, that's correct. The sign on that gate said the morning gate.
Hmm.
Oh.
Oh,
Wait,
Oh,
It said
well, of
morning
course,
as in
we went to
time
the
of day.
Is there a U
with
in
the
that
morning
spelling?
gate.
but
Yeah.
is that the gate, like, you have to go to the right gate to enter normally? Like, did we come just to the wrong gate? That's why they're
No, they
You
were
need to
being
go to the
they were
night
being
gate.
deliberately rude. They were like, "We can't let people in after dusk," and it was like, "The sun is still up, bro.
Yes.
It's not dusk yet. Let us in."
Cora
Is
does not
morning-
have the patience to be trying to bribe people, alright?
Oh, I mean, I didn't know.
Is morning spelled with a U or without a U?
It was the time of day, morning.
Ah.
Yeah.
The morning gate.
Not
yeah.
morning.
Ugh.
That feels pretty
Um,
accurate to this area.
How does it look in here?
We saunter
The
into our.
town sprawls out before you. At dusk, there's only a few people moving about. Most people are in their homes, smoke coming out of the chimneys. These homes aren't boarded up like the ones in the village of Barovia are.
They got
I
the
guess they have their
walls,
barrier
baby.
on the outside of the town, not the inside. But the conditions don't look that much better.
Hmm.
Is there an inn, like a place that has lights and
Is one of
signs
these
of
buildings
life
an inn?
after hours?
Do
So
you have a
you're
place
heading
elected
down the
by
main
anyone?
street. The
Yeah.
first thing
Yes.
you encounter is right here. You can see off to the south side of the road, right here.
Marketplace?
There is no. It is a stockyard.
Hmm.
There's lots of. This large stockyard has several locked sheds along its periphery and lies adjacent to a roomy warehouse, which is the big red building you can see there. A wooden
These
sign
ones?
above the front gate reads E06 Stockyard. There's lots of things down in here. Parked at the south end of the stockyard is a sturdy carnival wagon. Its colorful paint peeling off. Faded lettering on its side spells out the words Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders. A heavy padlock secures the back door.
That's this here.
That's down there, yep.
There's a Fallon absolutely refuses to show it on her face, but she does get a little bit pumped about the word carnival. She's like, "Oh fuck yes!"
Cool.
So-
and then
Fun fact about her:
continuing
she
on,
liked
or
carnivals.
So these buildings here were a stockyard?
warehouse. That's a warehouse. The stockyard is
warehouses,
this kind
I
of open area here.
Right, so there's like supplies and stuff locked inside sheds. Okay.
Several locked sheds along its periphery. Yep.
Have we seen an
And
inn yet?
there's other like vehicles, carts and stuff like that too. It's lots
What
of
this-
things are stored there.
Feeling is wrong.
What's this look like?
That looks like a house. So if are you guys continuing down the road?
Might as well.
I want to find the inn, basically.
There
I think
are
is
some
what we
people
should do.
moving about. If you'd want to ask one of them.
Oh, and I'm back in my normal form now, and my beast would have disappeared by now.
Before we
Yeah.
ask them.
Stocks.
Yeah, ask
Mhm.
Irina. Is there a place you've already selected to live, or is this
How?
no
No,
arrangement?
Doesn't know
this
shit
was
about
a
this
fairly
place.
last-minute plan. Don't think I really know any. I don't know much about this place at all, other than it's safe and the people are joyous. She says, somewhat skeptically, looking around the town.
Maybe more in the
So
daytime.
then we
Somebody
must find a
bustles
permanent
past
location.
you as if you might be contagious with something, glancing at you furtively as they scramble past and disappear
Which
into a house.
which way to
Honestly,
the inn?
Which
Is
way to the
anyone-
inn? And just before they disappear, they kind of point down the main road
All right, just keep heading down the main
towards
road.
the center of town.
All right, we'll
I mean, it's
steadily,
quite fair
quickly
considering
move there.
Alan did like try to eat a hag. So
Okay, the road branches off here. Off to the left, there's a fairly major path, but it's not the way you're going, so you continue on.
Stay on the
And you
main
get
road.
to the center of town. Yes. Gray smoke issues from the chimney of this large two-story wooden building with a stone foundation and sagging tile roof, upon which several ravens have perched. A painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall. And it's this building right here, the red one on the corner.
Hey.
Go inside.
Okay. There's a fair number of people here. Let me see.
How many people were in the tavern typically when we were in Barovia? More or less?
Well, actually, the more. The there's not that many people here tonight, actually.
I love those two ones.
Yeah, yep.
He
So
rolled a 20.
there's not just two people in the room. There are probably half a dozen people in the room. There's the innkeeper. There's two people that are kind of running the inn. That is, there's let's see, a half-elven male. There are five villagers actually, and a couple rough fellows that seem to be having a good time, knocking back glasses of wine and boasting about combat and showing each other scars.
Cool.
Go up to the innkeep. Any rooms for the night?
Oh yes. Rooms here.
Or perhaps any potential places, work staying. We have a friend here that'd like to stay longer.
Oh, he looks at the group of you. Are we talking adventure work or barkeep work?
She looks at Irina.
And Irina's like, kind of gives you a subtle, not so subtle shake of the head
To the first one, I'm assuming.
to either
What are
one.
your
Either.
skills?
Neither
He's
of them.
not really interested. Doesn't seem interested in working in the bar or doing adventuring.
Well, I would suppose neither of those, but if you've heard anyone that's looking for other sorts of work.
What do you do successfully?
Exactly.
I'm not bad with the sword, I suppose, but never really done much in the way of adventuring.
What about guard?
I
What about guard work?
Actually, maybe we're asking the wrong question. Is there any chance that you brought money with you, Arena? Are you planning on working? Or are you planning on finding a place and staying here for a bit before you venture into the work field?
I have some money. I have money to get started.
Oh,
Yes. We can probably let her decide her own future now that we've made it
Yep.
here.
Okay.
oh, all right.
The two people who were the two tough guys, kind of like look at each other and then look over at you guys, and hey, new blood.
Oh, hello there.
Hey.
I'll stand up
And
to my full height.
what do you guys have anything from the hag fight that you consider like visible marking of violence? Blood on you?
Probably
Cut
found
stuff.
them.
Yeah.
Did I even get attacked? I didn't think anybody attacked
Cora
me.
got pretty badly hurt, so I
Yeah, I
think
didn't take any
Cora
damage.
would.
Although we all
Yeah.
healed up with magic, so we're probably fine.
She still has missing 3 hit points. Cora is.
Oh, there you go.
I
Cora.
mean, Fallon's got some probably like gross hag goo on her
Her
clothes.
hair. Yeah.
No, she shook it out of her hair.
And she wiped it out of her mouth because she didn't want to scare Colin.
Ew.
Right?
Yes, she did. I did specifically say to clean it up.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
scare the
Fallon,
child.
there's a little bit on your chin. Yeah.
My war mug probably has some blood on it from having beaten a wolf to death with it.
One of them says, "That looks like wolves." He points at the claw marks. Some of them are wolf claws. Some of them are hag claws. That's a
Hard to tell the
but
difference.
yeah. It's like, and but the other one actually looks at him and he holds out his hand. He doesn't say anything, but he just kind of spreads his fingers far apart. And the other one looks at him. And says, "Oh no, not wolves." And yeah, you guys are still showing signs. What you come across?
Creatures
I
of
don't think
evil.
there's a safe answer here.
Well-
Creatures of evil is always a good one.
I
Fallon
remember
Fallon just grunts.
we saw these scarecrow creatures, but they were walking around and we beat the stuffing out of them.
That was fun.
Scarecrows. You come in from the east then?
Is that east? Yeah. Yes, we did. Oh, and we also fought some wolves.
Ooh, he says, and he kind of pats. He's got like a fur collar on his cloak, and he kind of pats it and stuff like. There's lots of wolves around here. The hunting has never been better.
Hmm.
You ever beat one to death with a mug? Here, look at this.
Show him your mug. Chewbacca looks a little nervous now, and so it kind of backs away from those guys and lets Filbert move in there.
He says, yes, no, never with a mug. Let me see that.
There you go.
No, he looks it over, and he notes some dents and things like that, and he hands it back. That's not bad. I am Zoldar, and this is Yevgeny.
Hmm.
We are hunters around these parts.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I am Chewbacca. This is Filbert. And Cora, Fallon, and Ramses.
Zoldar says, "It's very nice to meet you all," and Yevgeny just nods at you.
So we have made a long day's journey. Have you traveled much outside of the city? Obviously, as hunters, I would assume you have.
Yes, we've been around. We travel out fairly often, hunting most usually, but we also work as guides or other things. You know, if you need some advice or
Yes,
directions or
what is that windmill that we came across there?
the old bone grinder.
Oh, that
They
sounds
call
interesting.
that. Yes, yeah, you probably don't want to go there. It's a dangerous place.
What
We avoid it.
is there a creature living there?
And
We saw from a distance there was
Yevgeny
something moving
looks
around
at
in there.
Soldar and like nods at him and stuff like that. And he's like, I think a hag coven has taken
A whole
it.
coven?
Ah, okay. Well,
What is a coven?
Oh, a coven is a group of hags. They're
More
What
than
is a
one.
hag?
A hag is like they usually look like an old woman.
Oh,
You know
They
that thing I bit
cast
a whole bunch
spells.
and had gross stuff come on
Yes.
for that?
we fought an old woman. I didn't really want to say that, but yes,
We
she had
fought an
claws.
older woman.
She had
I
claws, though. It was very
In
strange.
self-defense. You gotta believe me.
What a
Morgantha's gonna be pissed at you.
Who is?
Morgantha, she's the leader of the coven.
Oh, probably a good thing we didn't go into that windmill then.
You know of its
We will.
name.
Yes, she's been known to visit the towns, and the rumor is that she takes children in the night. Although we don't usually get as far as Barovia, but that's the
Did we
rumors
Kill
that we've heard.
Morgantha?
We just saved this child from her.
We don't know if that was Morgantha.
Oh
But-
well, I don't know either, but
Morgantha is the only
Do they
one
all
that was
steal
visiting.
children? Or is it just her?
all the hags probably.
Oh, it's usually her.
Oh,
And we may have killed her. You're
Well,
You
welcome.
may have had a bad day.
good on us.
Well, congratulations.
Perhaps
How
someone
would
should
we-
buy us a drink.
I think one of you needs to put a notch on your sword, he says.
Well, I have a staff, but I'll put a notch in it if you think it's a good idea.
Only if you got the killing blow.
Who did get the killing blow?
It wasn't me, even though I did most of the damage to her.
Someone stole the kill.
I mean, I don't
don't
really
know.
give a shit who got the killing blow.
When you say someone stole the kill, he glances over at Yevgeny, and Yevgeny kind of smirks.
To be fair, I don't really give a shit who actually got the killing blow. Like, it doesn't matter.
I do
Nah,
not
not
recall
really, it
what
doesn't-
that-
As long as she's dead, I don't care.
I was
Yes.
distracted. It wasn't me. I was.
It's really just the notch. That's all that matters for.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Anyway,
I was killed. scapegoat.
Fallon's gonna go to the barkeep and be like, "Do you have juice?"
Juice.
Yes.
Fermenting
Um,
grape
children.
juice.
Oh,
I
and
have a little bit of wine, and I'm kind of down to my last stores of wine, but one of them is ridiculously weak. You could call it grape juice. It's still fermented, but non-alcoholic.
Okay, this is for a child.
oh,
Perfect. Yes, this will do exactly.
Yeah, we wanted to go to sleep anyways.
so no beer or mead, I guess, eh?
Or anything that actually tastes
afraid.
good for a child. Cool. Do you have
Me-
Colin
milk?
says, "I've had wine."
Well, there you go. I guess it's all right then.
Yeah, sure,
It must be from
whatever. Can I
Wisconsin.
have some of that then?
Certainly.
You know,
Do you care for anything yourself?
bugbear
I
children have wine when they're 3 years old.
I have purple grape
Not
mash
wine,
number
beer.
3 for the boy, and for those of you who are of more discerning taste, I have the Red Dragon Crush.
Fallon's
only
gonna
a
help
little
Colin
bit
up
of
onto a
milk.
stool and give him the grape juice.
So
The
what-
really nasty grape juice, basically, is what I'm getting
It's
out of this
really nasty
conversation.
grape juice, yeah.
That's
But
disgusting.
he
And
drinks
I don't
it.
even like grape juice.
Yeah.
Fucking poor kid, man. I wanted some like
He
apple
But at
sips
least
it.
you know it's safe.
Okay, I guess I get a drink of that. And
Good
I
stuff for the cheap stuff.
the good stuff. And I get Filbert and I bring him over to the side so nobody can see, and I break the dream cake in half and give him half of it
Oh,
Make a
my
wisdom
hero.
save.
to see if I can break it and give it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
to see if you guys fucking get into a goddamn row.
All right.
They both just collapse at the
Wisdom
same time, and we're
save.
both like, I swear. Dun, dun, run
I think
away.
15 is enough. It's a 15.
Yeah. Okay.
For the comedy, we allow it.
Yes. So yeah, you break it in half. Filbert, you up for this?
Sure. Well, real quick question. Did he break the addiction last time or not?
He wasn't put in the same position because you were the only one with an extra cake.
Yeah.
He did wipe one off the hag's cart.
Before we destroyed them all. Or
Yep,
before Ramses destroyed
So
them all.
I wouldn't say he's broken the addiction. No, I'd say he hasn't been tested.
Okay, so I'll look at it carefully. My hero.
You have
So
enough
is there
to
a wisdom check
share.
you have to make?
Are you
Sure.
keeping
Sure.
this? Trying to keep this stealthy?
I'm trying
or
to
are
hide
you-
this from everybody else, yeah. So sleight of
I
hand.
Or-
assumed that,
Yeah.
so I'll let you go back and roll your stealth on that.
Okay. Oh,
If she sees it, she's gonna punt you so hard.
sorry, is it
Alright.
stealth or sleight of hand?
Oh, damn.
You're not force feeding him.
Okay, if it's
Yeah,
stealth,
this is for Shabaka. So
Yeah.
we'll
if
go for
it's
stealth.
then it's 2 higher, so 14.
You are my
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
friend. Thank you. Oh, wait. I gotta keep this quiet. Making
Yeah.
quiet noises.
Gilbert's like,
My
Double
passive-
ones.
My passive
hero.
perception is lower than that stealth.
Oh, 14. Okay.
Okay.
mine
My
is
passive
not.
perception is 12.
Mine is
What are you
higher
gonna
than
do?
that.
You see it.
Do I see it?
Yep.
Walk over. See
Well-
if they're not paying attention, they're just kind of biting it off. I'm gonna just sort of reach in and try to grab both halves.
Okay.
I'm trying to stuff mine into my pocket. Being stealthy about it, of course.
That's your roll.
Stuff it in your mug. Put it in your drink. You can't see it.
Actually,
Yeah, you don't
if
see
he
this.
I was gonna say if he tries to stick it in his pocket, I'll use sleight of hand to take it out of his
I'm
pocket.
gonna make muffin wine. Here we go.
You
Okay.
shove
I'm gonna-
it in your freaking
I'm gonna
cup.
use sleight of hand to make it disappear. Palm it.
I got a 15 for my sleight of hand.
Oh no, you beat me on that. Unless I have an advantage for some reason.
Let me think. Attempt to grab.
I mean,
Hmm.
yikers. Trying to do both at once would be a struggle, is the question, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it depends if it's against these two idiots.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, if you're trying to grab 2, then I would say you have disadvantage.
I put mine
Well-
in my mug.
You
No,
guys
I'm
also
gonna look
have
for wine.
disadvantage on everything that's not put that in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna eat it yet. I'm just doing some.
Oh, that's, I'm just gonna put it in my mug and pour some wine over the top of it.
Yep.
All right, then you decide if he grabs it from me before I can sleight of hand it away. If you say I have well, it doesn't matter. I rolled a 7 either way. So
Yeah. I
If
think
he-
you guys are distracted. I think he does, and he rolled well in his sleight of hand. I think he does get up, and he gets the 2 halves in his hands. Ramses, you're holding 2 halves of a dream cake,
I'll
and
just
these 2 are surprised, to say
I'll
the
just-
least.
I'll step
Oh,
backwards
well, that
and go.
depends
Really,
on whether or
guys?
not I notice.
Oh, you noticed. You noticed.
Oh, I noticed. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll put him behind my back right away. Just so-
technically, he wouldn't notice because it would just look like it disappeared if it's sleight of
No.
hand.
All right. Yeah. He
Right.
puts it in his mug. He
You
looks in
noticed.
there, and there's no more dream cake.
No, I mean, I think Filbert would think it was in his mug, but it's not really there.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought we burned all of these when we destroyed the hag.
What? What? It's just a pastry.
Yeah, it's just a pastry that almost got you guys' butt kicked if we didn't come along.
We're safe now.
Is there any safe here?
Get kicked.
Oh, you asked the person who kicked you to woke you up.
Uh,
What?
with wolves attacking.
I would have noticed my butt getting kicked.
What are you talking about?
Head,
Uh,
chest, rib cage. Yeah, those get kicked all the time.
It could be that somebody here has decided to try to smuggle something in here.
Smuggle.
Dream
Snuggle?
cake, anyone?
What?
She
you show them?
glances
Yeah.
behind where, like, looking at Filbert and looking at Shabaka, not seeing anything overtly.
Does Ramses have to make a save to see if he eats it?
No, he doesn't, because
No,
you
I
guys
have
didn't
no
have to make a
interest.
save on your first one either.
Oh, okay.
I'm confused. Is someone snuggling my cake?
That would be funny if he ate it.
Yep.
You bastard.
I'm gonna sleep well tonight.
From now on, I'm keep taking care of all of these that we find. Yeah.
Now, what do you have?
Okay, you guys aren't compelled to violence over this. Like,
No.
No.
You- yeah.
I made my
Disappointment, so
save, so I'm just letting it
disappointed.
happen. Yeah.
You're letting it happen, and you're probably looking for opportunities to get it back. But that's it.
Hey.
I'm removing it from my
Why that
inventory
new
now.
cake off of you?
Okay. So you have these 2 halves of cake now, Ramses. Do you have a plan?
I am going to destroy them with fire.
A
Produce
magical
flame?
fire, or
No, hopefully this inn has a just a fireplace.
there is fire in the inn. Yep.
Yep, that's
Throw
where they go.
Throw it in the fire.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Cora
Yeah,
could put it in
that
the maid's
hurts.
hand.
Like-
Keep it in
like-
there.
My poor cake.
You guys managed to keep it cool, but like you have a huge sinking sensation in your chest. Just
So
like
much waste.
it's such an internal full body disappointment, and you're just hoping it doesn't show up on your face.
This is almost like watching, well, a cake getting burned.
Oh.
The cake
Sorry,
is
guys.
lie.
Right?
I just stare wistfully into the flames. And I unconsciously grab the doll from the kid and just hug it.
I go to the bar.
Fallon growls at you.
It's like a comfort ball.
Colin looks at you, and he kind of he puts his hand on your shoulder and kind of pats you on the back.
Chewbacca needs it. He needs his
Yep.
comfort.
You can hold it if you want.
I need to drown my sorrows. I go to the
And
bartender.
then I look down and I notice I'm holding it. I go, oh, sorry. And I hand it back to him.
You, sir, says the bartender, look like you would like a red dragon crush.
Yes. I try not to sound too disappointed.
I want to say that sounds like an energy drink.
It does, totally.
Red
Yeah.
Dragon Crush.
He
Power of a dragon.
he turns around
Unleash
to
the dragon.
a large barrel
Yeah.
that's behind the bar, and he turns the spigot, and I don't know, it's not. He's looking at it, kind of disappointed, and he grabs the back of the barrel.
Oh.
And he tries
tilts
to
it.
tip it forward, and the flow increases a little bit. He gets a couple glasses. There's more in there. He's not out yet, but when he returns to the counter, he's swearing under his breath. Then he perks up and smiles and says, "Here you go."
Thank you.
Oh,
How
thank
much?
you. Thank you.
Excellent.
How much?
Red Dragon Crush is 1 silver piece.
Oh,
Let me see if I can count
here
that
you
right.
go.
Hold on.
Thank
Opens
you.
up his purse and looks in there.
Don't forget you have 11 gold more.
11 gold more?
Because we
Alright,
split up the treasure from the hag.
alright.
A woman at the other end of the bar says, "We're running awful low. We might want to bring up the price on that stuff."
Okay.
Well, we did kill a hag.
You do that after I'm done paying.
"Oh, you killed a hag, did you?" says the bartender. And the couple behind the bar kind of look at each other and smile. Don't suppose you guys are looking for work, are you?
Oh, sure.
Depends on the definition of work.
Well, it's not in town. It's a bit of a journey, but we really should have had a delivery of this wine by now, and it's late.
Oh, where does it come from?
Oh, he kind of vaguely points towards the west. Says, "Oh, it all comes from the Wizard of Wines."
Oh, didn't we hear that name before?
Yeah,
That's
other
all the
end.
That was
pretty much the only regular travel along these roads, delivering wines to the villages.
Yeah, we can find out what happened to that, right? Right,
Yeah,
team?
we gotta go to the wizard wino.
Well, if you
What
could, that would be most helpful.
direction? Yeah.
the west,
West? Okay.
away from Strahd's castle. So I'm
Where's
in.
the wino wizard?
Let me.
So, only issue with that out of character is Colin.
Yeah, but Colin could stay here with Arena.
Yeah, I think Arena
but
and Colin
We
should stay
promised
here.
to bring him back immediately.
Within a few
Oh,
days,
that's
we
Are you
said.
ready?
I've been thinking about those.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
First, Fallon is gonna turn to Colin and go, "Are you hungry?"
Mm-hmm.
She looks
Ooh.
at the bartender and goes, "Food."
Please, says Colin. Mom likes
Please.
it when I say please.
And Fallon just goes, "Please."
Oh, polite.
Oh, of course. Are you all staying here tonight? He says.
If we can, yes.
Okay, yes, yep, absolutely. We'll set up some rooms and some food is included with that.
Oh, excellent. How much are the rooms?
1 electrum piece.
Oh my gosh.
I've never heard of that. What is that?
Literally no idea what that is.
10 silvers.
Oh,
When we found out they were called electrum, we've been charging that ever since. People think it's funny.
I mean, fair.
how much is a gold here then?
Well, it's 10 rooms, isn't it?
10 silvers as well?
No, 100.
So 10
100
silvers
silver.
is an electrum. 10 electrums is a gold.
Oh,
Rattle.
oh, gold. It's worth more.
More than electrum,
Yeah.
yes. Although, if you want to give me gold, I will take it.
I'll just put a gold coin on the counter and say, "This is for our group."
Well, we don't need 10 rooms.
Excellent. He says, with this, you get wolf steak. And
It sounds like,
Like, can I
unsure.
house steak?
Zoldar and
Or-
Evgeny on the side of the room go cheers their glasses together, and Zoldar says, "Hey!"
Are you not concerned about the heavy iron content? You'll get sick.
Gamey, I don't know what irons. It's gamey, gross. Do you have cow or pig? Or chickens? Or...
No, this is what we have, and it is. You get used to it. We're all very used to it.
Mm.
It's very tasty.
You know what? I was saying Fallon would be like weird about it, but honestly, she's probably eaten wolf meat before. She lived in the woods. They hunted. That's just life.
I would have to say most
she's
of
like,
us have
whatever.
probably had. Yeah.
Corn or
Yeah.
something.
But like she grew up like as a hunter, so she is a hunter. That's literally her subclass. So
Cora has likely eaten more lizards, alright? Lizards and
True.
so
scorpions.
Fallon's actually probably like a delicacy.
Wolf to you is exotic. Yeah.
Yeah, like it would be like if you asked her to eat crocodile. I mean, like for you guys, crocodile is exotic. For her, wolf is exotic. Crocodile is kind of common for her, though.
Fair.
So funny thing about crocodile, somebody pointed out to me. I went out for dinner and had crocodile once, and somebody's like, "Doesn't it taste like chicken?" And I was thinking about it for a second. And I go, "Well, wait a second. Crocodiles have been around for longer, so doesn't a chicken taste like crocodile?"
Oh my
So-
god.
Now, when you're not quite sure what something tastes like,
It tastes like crocodile.
Yeah,
Okay, is that our new food thing for the this game?
it's like crocodile.
Tastes like crocodile.
Tastes like crocodile.
Animal
Tastes like
philosophy.
penguin.
We're
Okay.
combining broccoli and penguin. Congrats.
I'm deciding now that
There's a
Shabaka
green
is a
aquatic animal.
vegetarian,
Oh
Okay.
no.
so he's not going to eat the the meat, but he will have any vegetables they have.
I was about to say, Fallon
we
leans forward and goes, "Do you have vegetables?"
have broth.
Made
That
from
sounds
what?
good.
Eat broth, he
Made
says.
from bone.
Onions, garlic.
No carrots
No.
or potatoes?
Oh, carrots and potatoes were both used in the creation of the broth.
Ah, okay. But they're not in it?
Not anymore, no.
Oh.
It was diluted down.
They use the same carrot like for 5 different gallons of broth.
Yep. 100-day soup.
Fallon looks down at Colin, looks back at the bartender, and goes, "You have no vegetables?"
It's not the best day.
And where do your vegetables usually come from that we will need to go to next?
He moves. He points his thumb back over his shoulder. You're looking back there. You're not sure what he's pointing at, but then you realize it's the wine casks.
Ah.
Wait, what?
He's basically saying that everything
Wine
that
is their vegetable.
How are they not all dead of scurvy?
I know, right? No fruits or vegetables.
Like, hi, can I get some fucking vitamin C in here?
Oh, we have the others. It's just irregular.
I think for the price that we paid, we might be able to get some of them.
Well, I don't have any.
We don't have them today.
Oh, okay.
You guys really need to set up some sort of like community
Garden.
garden or something.
I
to
pull
like
out
grow.
I pull out a single good berry and eat it because that'll give you a whole full day's worth of food. I guess
He bought our last apple, he says, and he points over to the half elf in the corner. And the apple is actually sitting on his table.
Does it look mealy?
Does it look like a Twilight cover?
Hey, you Sharon?
He says,
Figure out if she can take that apple to give to the kid.
Look what I have. More good berries.
She holds her hand out to she holds her hand out to Shabaka for a good berry.
Okay.
so
I have 4 left.
The half elf approaches you. He tosses the apple in the air and he catches it in his hand and he says, "Couldn't help but hear your conversation. And is this a little scamp who needs food?"
Yes.
Yes.
He's tossing the apple
Yes,
up in
he
the
will
air.
grow. He must grow big and strong.
I don't suppose you have anything to feed a horse, do you?
Do
Do horses eat good
If
berries?
if you give your horse this, it will be full for a day.
Yeah, okay, he says. He takes the good berry. He hands you the apple. He says, "That's great. You enjoy that, kid." And he says, to the barkeep, he says,
Brown's gonna have him take his dagger and teach him how to cut an apple with it.
You know how to cut an apple with a mug?
he says, "Mr. Mardukov,
That just
I'll
makes-
take one of those steaks. I've got to go feed my my friends," he says.
What's your name, friend? Yes, look that up.
My name is Rectavio.
That's your whole name?
It is indeed.
Have we seen any other elves or half elves around before?
Usually, like, elves
You-
have
not
like
in-
long, flowery names that are like 5 or 6 pages long. And
No, when you are a carnival ringmaster, I'm afraid one name is sufficient.
Ah. So, if you have other beasts to feed, I can come by tomorrow and give you some more good berries if you wish.
That'd be wonderful. Thank you. I'm here most afternoons.
How many people are having wolf steak?
Not
Well,
all of
right.
them. There's a bunch who've got
No, sorry, of
favorite
our group.
broth.
Of our group.
Of our,
Oh,
of
yeah,
our
okay.
group.
I'm not.
Is there anybody that is apart from me?
I think Filbert is, right?
yeah.
And
Fallon
Fallon.
sounded like they were getting close.
and I think Colin actually wanted some, didn't he?
He did, although now he's got an apple.
You can have both.
Yeah.
I will have both,
just
he
trying to-
says.
I'm just. Oh yeah, no, I figured he would. The apple. He needs protein too. He just also needs fruit,
Yeah,
like
I think
fiber and.
Fallon and I had
Yeah,
good berry. What did
vitamin.
Cora do?
Cora is
mean-
abstaining from the meal, considering she had good berries earlier in the day. She does
you're
not
full.
need meat.
I mean,
'Kay.
Fallon need a good berry, but she's still fucking eating that meat. Are you kidding?
Okay, yeah, I was just trying to figure out because
Mhm.
I offer the ringmaster the portions of wolf steak that the rest of the team wouldn't have eaten.
Yeah,
Oh.
have Cora's.
Most
Mhm.
gracious of you. Well, Mr. Martikov, I will be back in a couple hours. Make sure you treat these outsiders well, he says.
Since
And
someone
he
is not
shuffles off out the door.
since someone is not eating the other good berry that I have, I just hand it to that guy too. Feed this one to them as well.
Huh. Cheers, and he kind of does a little salute sign with his fingers on his way out.
We're all in this together, I say.
I am
He
not used
pauses
to
at the
eating.
door and he looks back at your group. And just he turns around and he starts heading out the door again. And he says, "You're not from around here, are you?"
What gave it away?
Oh, did you know? Are you psychic?
But he's out the door now,
Get your tan.
walking off into the night.
You don't
I'm
have
the
sunlight
only
around
bugbear
here,
around anywhere.
I am not used to eating wet food, if I have to be honest.
I give a
Like-
dog dry
Like a
dog
cat?
Oh, says the innkeep. If you would like it cooked more, I can dry it right out.
she
Fallon
shakes
looks
her
at you
head.
with so much judgment.
Um, I am from a
She likes her
desert.
steak raw.
Water is precious. Most of our meals that contain protein are insectoid or lizard jerkies of sorts. Not very common to have liquid still in it. It goes bad too quickly in the heat.
He nods at you in
What do you
understanding.
eat? I
Roll
like-
insight.
Elk,
Fallon looks at you when you say that and goes,
sometimes polar
Fallon looks
bear.
at you when you say it goes bad too quickly.
Yeah, it's
And
written
goes-
all over his face. He's like, no idea what you're talking about, what a desert is, what water scarcity might be. But he's just
so-
nodding at you.
When you say that it goes bad too fast, Fallon just looks at you and goes, "Then I guess you better get eating it, princess."
Thank you for the advice.
And the bartender, with a piece of gold on the counter, and you getting along well with his guests, asks you, "So, are you in town for the festival?"
Ooh, there's a festival. No, we
Is
didn't
that
know
what
about
the
it.
carnival? Is that what the carnival is for? Or is that more common?
No, I don't know if... I haven't seen a carnival. He talks about being a carnival ringmaster, but he doesn't do any carnivaling here. No, the celebration is the burgomaster. And the Evgeny, the normally quiet one, kind of lets out a chuckle, and a number of people stare at him ominously. And he says, "Yes, the festivals are one of the wonders of this town. Last week there was a festival. Let's see.
Yes.
How does one celebrate within a festival in these areas?
Yes, the Wolf's Head Jamboree it was. We all marched down the street at the request of the burgomaster, carrying pikes with wolves' heads on them.
Okay,
It was
Fallon's
most
starting to feel like he's gonna
entertaining, he
get
said.
fucking murdered here.
I look over at Fallon nervously and go, "Ooh." I do a really fake smile.
The next festival is in 5 days. It is the Festival of the Blazing Sun.
And what are you doing
is
that
the sun
day?
out to that?
I'm not in on all the details, but I know many people in town are gathering twigs and assembling them into a large wicker ball. It's
Oh.
huge.
Oh no,
The
who's gonna
way
get
he
burned on
describes it,
I'm terrified.
I bet he's going to light it on fire or something. Probably he's going to parade it down the street. He parades everything down the street.
That feels like a safe bet, considering that wicker lights quite well on fire, and it's called something, the Festival of the Sun or whatever.
Blazing Sun, yes.
Yes,
How can
fire seems like a good guess.
Sun is
But how
spelled
can that be
Often
contained?
is.
S-U-N, right?
What was that, Cora?
Paraded? How can that be contained if it's paraded?
Oh,
fire?
well, it'll end up in the town square like we always do. He'll speak or do something. And
Looking at from the buildings, how we came in, what are the buildings made of?
yeah, they're pretty much all wood.
Okay, and
To be
water
fair,
scarcity.
I doubt it'll be paraded around
I think
on fire. It probably will be paraded around beforehand and then set on fire in the town square.
Here's hoping the
We have
burgomaster.
paraded things on fire before, but never this big. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
This all sounds terrible.
mumble to myself, I know what spell I'm gonna take that day. And then I'll just show you the spell. Oh, I can't set it in the... Anyway, it's create or destroy water.
Fair enough.
You don't want to do that. The people who... And he looks around. Even talking badly about the festival can leave you in stocks in the town square.
Oh, there
they're
is a
actually
stockyard.
Hey!
It would only be a safety precaution, that's all. I'm all for festivals.
I'm sure that would be fine then, but you have to be careful with these things. You don't want your attentions to be misinterpreted.
Look,
and then he kind of straightens up
brigade.
and he looks around the room and said, "The festivals are a wonderful addition to our town." And everyone in the inn's room kind of like raises their glasses in like a low energy. Hey, cheers.
Okay, we did the same.
Everyone looks different
Good
in
for
reaction.
Hey.
There is no war in Bossing Say.
Yup. I don't love
Act
it.
any differently?
So, can you repeat that, Fallon?
I said I don't love it.
Mm.
Though there's no war in Bossing Say. But also, I have no qualm with festivals. I mean, they're good for morale.
Everything will be well, he says in some kind of ironic tone that you don't
Well,
get the
I
joke.
don't. Gross. Creepy.
So when they all raised their mugs half-heartedly, did anyone react differently at all? Like if they're doing this as an act for someone who's witnessing this?
There is one person who reacts differently. There's one person who raises their glass, doesn't say anything, but stifles a sob at the end of this ceremony.
Oh.
Yikers.
Hey, Cora, maybe you should go talk to that guy.
For what purpose?
Well,
maybe they have a dancing bear.
You're good at talking to people. I would, but I'm not very good at that.
Not very interesting.
Listen, Cora's in a group of fucking weird freaks who have no idea how to interact with other living creatures.
I know, it's so funny.
Cora's like, do you think I joined this group because I like talking to people?
You're the only one who's good at
I can.
That's hilarious.
It was a woman, by the way, not a guy.
Oh, okay.
I will.
Yeah.
I will say when Fallon called her princess there, it sounded sarcastic, but I will reiterate, Fallon does genuinely think Cora is a princess.
Yeah, so does Shabaka. He just thought you were being literal.
She was.
She just talked about eating lizards and bugs, and you're all like, that's a princess.
Oh.
You wear jewels and
who
fancy
hasn't eaten
clothes. I don't know
bugs?
what
I
you
mean,
want
really.
from me.
Yep.
Is there anything that stands out about this woman? Her dress, her appearance, the way she holds
She's
herself?
dressed as a commoner. She doesn't
Okay.
have any. She doesn't appear to be in good shape to fight. She's in her 40s probably. She's yeah, dressed. Her clothing and stuff like that is not exotic in any way. It's pretty functional.
Does it look clean?
I
Does she
mean,
look tired?
recently clean.
Yeah.
Maybe not today, but
Okay. Like in the
Sometimes
sense of like,
last
does it
month.
look like she doesn't have the money to take care of herself or mend or have the time to do such things, kind of things?
Can I do
she looks like she's got a functional commoner life.
Okay, cool.
Can I do an insight check to sort of see if I can get anything further than just the sigh out of it?
Yeah, me too.
Insight.
Okay.
Insight.
Oh, the other one would have been so much
No,
better.
I'm not. It's a 10.
12.
Yeah. No, that's okay. There we go. With that, yeah. So she's not just sad. She was doing fine before, but when the conversation about the festivals came up and the salute to the festivals in particular, that's what triggered her into sobbing. She wasn't previously upset.
When did this burgomaster of yours take control?
His family has been in control here since the village was founded.
And did they always like festivals?
Oh, this one has. He's probably been doing the festival thing for 50 years.
How often does he do them?
Fuck,
that's a
Every
long
week?
Or
time.
maybe 2.
Every week.
Yo, no wonder. Jesus Christ.
We're all
Does that
very.
not drain your resources? She
I was
says
about to
quietly.
say, you're all fucking starving. Like
That
She says very
sets
quietly.
the woman off. She's like in a fully crying now.
Hey.
She looks at you and said, "He didn't even say we shouldn't have the festival. He just asked if we could spend some of the money fixing the Zarevich gate. That's all he said."
Who's
Oh no. Okay, I get it. Cora's going over to comfort her. Like lightly patting. It's like, and how was the punishment fit the crime at all?
He's in the stocks right now.
For how long?
not for long, he won't be.
Oh.
That sounds threatening, but that meant more like I'm willing to break him out of the stocks.
Yes, me too.
How long must someone be in the stocks for committing a crime?
Heinous crime.
It's just. This is only the crime of malicious unhappiness. He'll only be in there until the next celebration, but that's still 5 days away.
Yell at him to be happier or he's gonna go back to jail.
Is anyone feeding him?
I sneak in late at night when it's dark. I'm not allowed to do it, and I'm always afraid I'm gonna get caught.
I'll tell you what, tomorrow I will make some good berries and they'll be much easier to sneak to him. And they will sustain him for a full day.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
I'm really getting my
yes.
mileage out of this spell.
I love that you.
Right?
Yeah, I know. We use the shit out of Goodberry. I mean, we have 2 people who can cast it, so we're just like Goodberry, Goodberry, Goodberry.
You get some good berries. You get some good berries.
Every night before we go to bed, we're just like good berries.
Let's feed the town.
I'm like, I really need to stop this town from getting scurvy. Like,
yeah, we're gonna
I'm
solve
concerned.
that.
People still get scurvy now, and that's one of the funniest things in the world to me. Like, how? To
People
be
just
fair,
enough.
specifically
only
a
eat
lot
one
of
thing.
college-aged guys get spooky.
Yeah. Yep.
Which trash.
I remember.
I don't like oranges.
Yep.
I don't drink
Okay,
enough
but
old
like there's
fashions.
so many other fruit that also give you vitamin C, as in most fruit.
Hmm Apples even
Uh,
have it.
Yeah.
This is true. That's why I wanted Colin to eat that apple. I gotta make sure this kid is well fed.
All right. Well,
So
what are we
then-
gonna do today?
Well, one question before. You said you wish to bring money for the gate. There's some problem with the gate.
The Zarevich Gate to the north end of town by Zarevich Lake. Yes, it's in poor repair. It closes, he says, and as if she was going to frighten you. She's like very concerned that she'd frighten you. But the hinges are worn. It will need maintenance, and he just wanted to spend less on the silly. And she stops herself and looks around the
Alan-
car, but nobody's watching, and she says, the celebration. She just...
I understand.
Fallon leans in
What is the
really
gate made out
close
of?
and really quietly goes, so if something were to happen to this burgomaster, who would take over?
Oh, Lady Wachter, almost certainly. And she kind of has a hesitant thing on her face. I'm not sure that's better. No, she's...
The burgomaster, sorry, this is out of character. I thought the burgomasters were elected. Isn't that what?
hereditary in this town, anyway.
Hereditary.
Oh, because I was
Yeah.
gonna say, didn't Irina's brother say that they were elected in Barovia?
I don't think
I'd
so.
have to look back to be
Because
honest.
I remember we asked him if he was going to take over for his dad, and he said something
right.
about having to be elected for it.
Yes.
No, I think he
and that's
said
how they
he
do it in
didn't.
that town.
I thought he said he didn't
Sure.
know if he wanted to.
He
Thought
did.
that
Didn't know
was
if he
the
wanted
Yeah,
to,
but
he thought the
he
village
needed
would
to also
select
be
him.
elected. Yeah,
Right,
he thought
yeah.
if he did, the village would select him, and we encouraged him to
do that.
take over.
Okay.
Hey, I have a thought. It's gonna take a while for it to come out. Hold on a second.
We're used to that.
You can do it, buddy.
I continue eating my steak.
Could someone possibly step in that's better? Or is that like a pipe dream?
Yeah, that would be difficult. Baron Vargas Valakovich, his ancestors founded this town. Vallaki, it's the name is there. It would be difficult for someone not of his line.
Is there
so
who
is
does he
there
have a
someone
child?
who's
Oh, he
better,
has
maybe?
a few children. Yes.
What are they like?
Yeah.
What are they like?
Short.
I like how we've been in this town for I don't know, 45 minutes, and Fallon's like, so like, what if I murdered the burgomaster?
And
Right?
knocked off the rest of his family until we got to someone nice.
I mean, I don't want to kill the rest of his family. I just want to like try and encourage the only good one, Nza, to take over.
So
from
you
this
basically
guy.
want to cull them.
Encourage the departure of the other ones.
You want to cull
Yeah.
the family.
I
No,
hate to...
I'll just threaten them after I kill the father. God.
His
I-
wife tries I don't know what she's attempting to do, but she invites people over sometimes and tries to entertain them, I guess. I've been invited twice in my times. But it seems like a vanity project where she just wants people like me to come in and respect her or something. Their son is unfortunately a fairly miserable boy. Spends most of his time locked in their attic. Of his own volition, he locks the door himself.
Oh, I was about to be very, very horrified for this boy. So like, hold on, miserable as in
Rude.
sad? Oh,
Yes.
okay, miserable as in he fucking sucks. Okay.
Yes, he
Yeah, he's a little bastard.
for a while he was betrothed to Lady Wachter's daughter.
Who is Lady Wachter?
Lady Wachter is She's of a wealthy family. Her husband became sick a few years ago, and well, I guess that was the end of him. But she she runs a book club in town, and well, she doesn't like the burgomaster very much. Not much at all.
And Lady Wachter is a nice person?
She can be nice, but
Can be.
her sons as well. Ruffians, loud about town, always getting drunk.
So, does the burgomaster only have
Oh.
one son? One
Sounds
kid?
like a
Yes.
bar fight.
Yes.
Hmm.
The Lady Wachter has the two sons and a daughter. Although we haven't seen the daughter in a while.
Is she a bar fighter too?
Horrifying.
No, she was betrothed to the burgomaster's son. And when they... Well, I don't know what happened, but when the betrothal fell through...
Betrothed by their
we haven't
parents,
seen
or
her
like
since then.
they were engaged?
Pardon?
Were they
she's-
betrothed like by their parents to each other, or were
Yes.
they like actually dating?
No, they were arranged by their parents.
Cool.
The tender age of 2.
How
they
old
were-
is the
You are
burgomaster's
getting
son?
married.
Let me see.
Are most of the people here human?
Mostly, yes. What you consider a Barovian is human, yeah.
Okay.
The
Humans are so strange.
half-elven is probably the only...
Sorry, he's what?
The half-elven is probably the only non-human you've seen in a town.
How old is the burgomaster's son?
Right. 20-ish, perhaps?
Cool. I like how we've been barely in this town at all, and we're like, cool, okay, so we're gonna fucking plan a coup.
We got so much on our plate already. We gotta plan a coup. We gotta fix the gate. We gotta fix the route for the wine to come into town. We gotta get vegetables going. We gotta get fruit going.
If we nail this coup, they'll fix the gate on their own because they won't be spending all this money on fucking festivals.
Well, I have
Like one festival every so often is good for morale, but like every week, bro.
If the gate is made of wood, I could probably fix it. I have wood carver's tools.
And the Wachter Manor is just a little ways to the north of here. It's a nice place.
So you said things changed when their betrothal was dissolved.
Well,
Was
we
he
haven't
nice
seen
before.
Lady Wachter's daughter since then. She actively turned on the burgomaster. She's been known to say such ridiculous things as, "I'd rather serve the devil than a madman."
Fair.
Oh.
I mean, a little much, but fair. And the burgomaster's son, did he change after the end of the betrothal?
Was he less
I
miserable
don't think
before?
so. I think he was
Oh, he was
always this
already a
way. I
dick?
think he drove her away. I don't know much
I want to
about
kick
that.
this fucking guy's like attic door open and just be like, "What's your problem?"
Wait a second. Is there a heat miser here too?
I don't know what that is.
Like the burgomaster? Never mind.
Yeah, that was an
So how do we-
in-game and out-of-game comment. I had no idea what you were going for with that one.
I got nothing.
Oh, old cartoon.
So, how do we get an invite to one of these dinner parties?
The Burgomaster's dinner parties or the
Yeah,
Lady Wachter's book club?
either,
Yeah,
both.
that.
Well, the book club.
Our
No,
low
probably-
intelligence party, just like
Yeah, we're like,
Hey, I got
What?
average intelligence.
It's
what's a book?
only available to ladies, I'm afraid, but I don't know, merely professing
what if
your
fell
distaste
when
for
we
the
were young?
Burgomaster would probably do it.
sounds like, what, you think I'm not a lady?
Oh no, it's fine. I just
goop
think that
her
Shabaka
goop
is not a
stained
lady.
clothes.
Oh, yes, that is true.
She points at Cora just goes.
Although, how would
She's
they
a
know? I'm a
princess.
bugbear. I could just wear a dress.
You
Oh,
are wearing
no.
a dress.
A princess.
Yeah.
Well, you must be from very far away indeed.
I am. I
Wow.
I
think
like how
we
you
all
don't
are.
actually say you're not a princess. You're like, you know what? I'm going with it.
She thinks it's part
No,
of a joke.
I read a story about a princess.
Oh,
Yes.
in the book club?
That's
No,
book
it,
club.
totally. I've heard of princesses.
We voted
Congratulations. I hear it's very wonderful.
Congrats.
Until you have to deal with the
Congrats.
paparazzis.
Cora will
Yeah.
lean in and says, "Well, I'll tell you a secret that only princesses can do."
What?
Please.
Shabaka leans in.
I can fix objects with magic. Could you show me the gate?
What? You can do that?
Yes.
I've got a weird
course.
gate. Because they
Gate.
pull a muscle.
I would be so pleased.
Have we had a short rest now?
Yes.
It's like nighttime. This is gonna be the worst time to do it, but Cora's gonna stick to the bit.
The
Absolutely.
bit that only she knows is a bit because everyone else, because Fallon just genuinely thinks she's a princess.
Right,
It's a
yeah.
bit.
Yeah, and Filbert's like, yeah. All right, princess.
The gate is at the north end of town.
Are we allowed to approach so late at night, or shall I wait for the morning?
Oh, I didn't take mending. I could've
From the
taken mending.
inside, as long as you don't want to go out, it should be fine.
Okay. Then I would love to show you.
Okay. So she's ready to leave right now.
Okay, let's go. So are we.
You okay?
We
I don't
finished
think
our meal, I
Fallon's
assume.
gonna go with them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did she
me
ever
too.
answer a question how to get invited to the burgomaster's dinner?
Speak
I'll make
badly
sure
of the
I
burgomaster.
Insult the burgomaster.
No,
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
the other
answer
one.
that one. Let me see.
I'm gonna make sure my mug is topped off before I saunter after them.
Okay. Flatter the burgomaster's wife.
Ooh, not
Flatter.
Fallon's strong suit.
Oh,
Evelyn, you're so suited for that.
I
Go
might,
around calling her a princess. She'll love it.
I might be able to do that. I'm pretty good with the ladies.
Okay.
And then he laughs.
Sounds much better.
I'm
at
not.
talking shit
I'm not.
about
I was
that
kidding.
person. Like insult the burgomaster, she can do
Yeah,
that.
Your spider arm reach can give for great hugs.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere in town people tend
Petrovna
to
is her name.
gather?
She's
Sorry, Petrovna is whose name?
Lydia Petrovna is the baroness.
Petroma.
This is the okay.
The
Burgomaster's
baron's
wife.
Yep.
Was that what
The
Burgomaster
Baron
is?
and burgomaster. They're both like the
That's the same
burgomaster
thing.
of this town is a baron. They're not the same thing.
Oh, okay.
The burgomaster of this town happens to be a baron.
Is there a bookstore like in town? Or a library?
There's
So-
St. Andrew's Church.
Are you gonna join the book club?
Hang
Yeah,
on. What's
but-
the
Fallon's trying to find.
bookstore?
What's
Toy
the burgomaster's
store, but
name?
No bookstore. Coffins. We make coffins here.
what's the
toy store.
burgomaster's name?
Hold on, back up. How do people get the books for book club?
Oh, mostly, Lady Wachter reads from her own book.
Oh,
Is it like
Um,
in the like?
Probably secretly borrow
no.
a book from the bookstore. I don't think they'll notice or care.
Well,
So-
there's no bookstore. She reads
Ooh,
from
there
her
is-
own book. She wrote it. And only a few of the book club attendees have been lucky enough to get their own copy, but she invites people over and reads from her book to them.
I
This is
see.
like the 1800 Bible.
What?
Only the priests can read the book.
And you have to be a girl?
Ow.
What's the burgomaster's name?
That's me.
Baron Vargas Valakovich.
Vargas.
Yep.
Varakovich.
Valakovich.
Valakovituary.
Ooh.
Fallon is gonna look at Colin and go, "Do you want to go to a toy store?" Cool.
Book.
Come on.
Okay.
Will it be
Did you
open this
guys-
late at night?
Yeah.
Bung, bung, bung,
Not
bung,
that
bung.
late. It's only just after dusk, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
but
And then
this
the
town-
Baroness is Lydia.
So you get an answer at the door. Most of the town is shut down, but you do get an answer, and I'll deal with that in a sec. I'm gonna deal with the gate
Yeah.
first.
I mean, I didn't have to
Okay.
leave right away. I was just like, they can go deal with the gate, and Fallon's gonna go to the toy store with Colin.
Sounds good. So yeah, you walk up the road. You pass Wachter Manor actually, which is actually called Wachter House. Wachterhaus.
Oh, I
Where-
did not
where is
process
this?
any of those letters.
Yeah. It is
Say the letters again.
Shut up.
Wachterhaus.
Oh, I thought you were making fun of me.
Wachter. It's like it's
What is
the
it?
name with the word house all in German.
Oh, that's what it
Oh.
sounded
This?
like. Yeah.
So, Wachter House, I was just like, why does that
Mhm.
sound like one of those places that's like a home for battered women or something?
Oh,
It's
it's like
Wachter House.
it's Watch Your House. Watch Your
Cheer.
House.
Yeah.
What cheer?
This is
House.
it right here. It's the reddish one on the street to the north.
All right.
That's
And
the toy store.
that's Wachter House. And from the
Oh,
outside, this
Wachter.
house seems disgusted with itself. A slouching roof hangs heavy over furrowed gables, and moss-covered walls sag and bulge under the weight of the vegetation. As you study the house's sullen countenance, you hear the edifice actually groan. Only then do you realize the extent to which the house hates what it has become.
Okay, that's a fucking wild description of a house. Cool.
Is there anyone in there?
Yes, yeah. There's candlelight in the windows. There are people. There's some people in stationary rooms. There's other people moving around. There's probably half a dozen people in the house. You can't really make out what they're doing.
Do we knock at the door here?
The gate beckons, I think.
Hey, the gate's beckoning us.
Up north at the Zarevich gate, you approach from the inside, and there are two guards on the wall, 15-foot high wooden log wall, like there were at the other gate, just kind of standing there on a raised platform, looking out. But they hear you approach, and they turn around, and they say, "I hope you don't intend to leave."
Not at all.
We're here to fix the
No,
gate.
we do not.
He was gonna try to goose you, but you looked.
Fix the gate?
Yes.
Yes.
What, these things? He says, and he kind of kicks at this rusted hinge that's kind of at his foot level.
So it's all metal then?
The hinges are metal, yes.
Hmm.
I'd like to try my hand at fixing it. I have a certain magic that allows me to do so.
Oh, he looks at the other guard skeptically and says, "By all means."
She's a welder.
Sparks flying from it.
Imagine.
This is a
Yeah.
wooden door. I don't think welding is a great idea. You're just gonna set it on
So-
fire.
Well, wait, is
Metal hinge.
the metal hinge,
Between-
but the door is made of wood?
The doors are wooden, yep.
Oh, okay.
And the wall is wooden.
Okay.
Hopefully
So
Hickory.
the problem here is the hinge is rusting, or is the problem the wood itself?
The hinge is rusting, and it looks like, the hinge itself could break into two pieces. If that were to happen, if the top hinge went, the bottom hinge wouldn't hold, and the door would just fall to the ground.
So if you mend each hinge, it should work.
Cora will take part of her, like, I would assume, since she carries a rapier or a sword, you have to maintain that weapon, and so she's going to take some of her metal maintaining oil, and as well as with the mending cantrip, attempt to redirect the rust and make it a whole hinge once more with the spell.
Okay. Yeah, let's see, let's read it.
As many times as I need to cast it, I will.
A broken chain link, a broken key.
Following morning, still out there
Mhm.
casting.
Yeah, so this will take a couple casts, but totally viable.
No larger than 1
Um,
foot in dimension. Yeah.
yeah,
Definitely
so-
smaller than a foot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's numerous kind of nicks and things that are fixable. So like I say, it does take a couple casts, but by 3 or 4 rounds later, it's looks like a new hinge, and the guards on the wall are just kind of looking at you like open mouthed, like wow, that's really incredible.
3 or 4 minutes, actually.
I have
No,
been
okay.
told it is because I am a
Oh, yes.
princess.
Wow.
You definitely are a princess.
Your princess powers are amazing.
Really leaning into it now.
Can you give me wine?
We totally believe
Yep,
you're a princess
so-
now.
And the woman says, whose name, by the way, she tells
Yes.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even introduce ourselves.
We did
No.
not.
She was a little distracted.
I'm going to assume it happened actually
Mr.
back
Clinton,
at
what's
the
up?
inn.
Yeah, we would
I
have
But
done
am
she
that.
is-
Porta Ben Lam of Miramond.
Wilhelmina Rikolova.
Ooh.
What a name.
Willemina. Wilhelmina Rikolova. Rikalova.
Huh?
And her son is Udo Lukovic.
What?
UDO.
Is he the one that's in the stock?
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't hope there's not a test on this later.
I've already forgotten their names.
I got it.
Wilhelmina
You-
and Udo Lukovic.
What's after W?
Udo will be so proud that I took care of this with your help.
I'm glad that
Well,
we were
really,
able
you
to
took
do
care of it without
what
any
he
help at
thought
all.
No, it was with your advice and your bravery that we were able to complete this today.
Oh, he's going to be so happy about that.
My thirst for wine.
And now you need not worry about any monetary cost.
Indeed.
Is there anything else here that needs fixing?
That's what I was about to think.
You're the new
No,
town
you have done
handyman.
enough. If I think of something, I'll
How about the vast collection of beer mugs and stuff like that in the bar? I'm sure they've gotten smashed. You know,
Leaky.
if people have bar fun like we have bar fun, you know.
I'm sure many a glass has been broken there, but I think when they're
Far
broken,
too
they're
late.
thrown away. Cups.
Far too late
Sorry,
for
not
that.
glasses, cups.
Oh.
Can your power
Pottery,
fix
not glass.
cups that are broken?
Yes.
Amazing.
Anything that has been broken can be mended. Philosophically or otherwise.
What about the heart?
I'm not so sure about that, but I'll take your word for it about the cups.
They
As
say
long
that
as the
time heals
pieces
all
are there.
wounds, but it also kills all its patients.
Now that's something I can understand.
As long as all of the pieces are there, there's something viable to be had. It just takes some time. And no, that was not philosophical.
If I think of something that you can fix, you're who I will come to.
Thank you very much.
You just signed up. Town fixer.
I'm fine with that, because this is a contact.
Yeah. Funny enough, I have mending as well.
Do you?
I just went to look what spells I have, and I'm like, oh, mending. Huh,
But
okay.
not a princess, so not interested.
But I'm
Not a
Yeah.
princess. You can't cast it.
I'm not stealing that from you.
I had a thought. Could you, as princess, adopt the rest of us and then make us like, princes and princesses by extension?
Ooh.
We could all be royalty.
I
I'm sure
think
that's how that works.
Shabaka
And then
looks at her hopefully.
And
We
then
adopted
even
children.
Filbert would be able to fix a hinge.
Good.
That
would hinge
I
on a
would
few things.
suppose that, and she says this kind of in a funny tone, like she's trying to make a joke, but she isn't sure how this is going to come across. I would suppose to become a prince you would have to marry me.
No, you can adopt
Or
us.
be adopted by my parents.
Oh, well, oh,
A princess does not make
where are your
princes.
parents?
A queen and a king, Miramond. In the desert.
That sounds hot.
It,
That's hot.
it
That was such good timing. Well done. Shabaka says, I look forward to meeting your parents.
I will be sure to introduce you as a suitor.
Oh, I just meant was going to meet your parents. He starts to blush.
You can see it
he's
underneath
covered
all
You
the
can't
fur.
see it because he's covered with fur.
Cora is like kind of like laughing, like it's a very small laugh, but like she's trying to keep it contained. But I'm sure they will greet you kindly.
Ooh, yes.
So the toy store is just a little bit south of the bar. Actually, you get there pretty quick. As you are approaching, the half elf is actually walking out. It's like, oh, hello again.
Hi.
Hello.
No, this is just
We're not here.
Fallon and Colin.
Oh, this is we're still at the gate.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to the toy store. You guys were off actually fixing a problem, and I found on the greatest adventure of all, parenting.
We're
Been there, done that.
Okay. This cramped shop, and it's right here.
Oh.
Saw that.
Cool.
The red one?
The red one?
This cramped shop has a dark entrance portico, above which hangs a wooden sign shaped like a rocking horse with a bee engraved on both sides. Flanking the entrance are two arched, lead-framed windows. Through the dirty glass, you see jumbled displays of toys and hanging placards bearing the slogan, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
Ah.
Okay.
The door is locked, but as soon as you make any kind of attempt to open it, you hear a voice from inside. Wait, I will be there. I will be there. And there's like a slight crash, and then somebody rushes up to the door and opens it for you. It is a fellow. There's actually a picture of this guy. Let me see.
He must be Blinsky.
Are you Mr. Belinsky?
You're not there.
So is it everybody but Fallon that is at the gate? And just Fallon
Yep.
that's there?
Just
Yeah.
Fallon.
Yep.
Yeah, just Fallon there. Yeah.
Fallon took Colin to the toy store.
Uh-huh.
Well, did Ramses come with us?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So there, you guys see the picture?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
No.
Then how about I do
Nowhere.
that?
Hey.
How about
Yes.
now?
There you go.
Oh, he has a monkey?
Oh my god, he
Oh,
Yes. He
I
is
love
totally
the
very
has a
monkey.
monkey.
jovial.
I love
Why
the
does
monkey.
the monkey look like that? That monkey looks sickly.
It's a
I
spider
don't
monkey,
like
looks
the
like.
okay. I don't like this monkey's extremely human hands.
The
It's
monkey
deeply upsetting.
looks
But
like it's
monkeys
wearing
do
like
have
a
human
gimp
hands.
suit.
Yes,
The-
but not
the
quite
monk-
this extremely human.
He's got a pro wrestler monkey hat on.
He
Totally.
opens his arms widely and says, "Welcome, friends, to the House of Blinsky, where happiness and smiles can be bought at bargain prices. Perhaps you know a little child in need of joy, a little toy for girl or boy, like this one," he says, pointing down at Colin.
Fallon is immediately just like really weirded out. Like she's immediately like, I don't trust this.
Oh, I get this all the time.
He recognized.
What if your
Come
child?
in, come in. You buy toys? I have toys. This is a great match. Business is
Okay.
very slow, he says, suddenly depressed.
Oh, all right. Come on, Colin. And she leads him inside. She's holding his. She's been holding his hand, by the way, just to make sure nothing happens.
Well,
She's just like,
you will like. I will have something here for you. I guarantee it. See, you look around. You see that the burgomaster is right. Everyone should be happy all the time. And I am here to help with that.
Okay.
Take a look at this, he says, and he holds out a tiny doll, smaller than the one that you guys found in the road. It's got no head, but he has a little bag in his other hand, and he says, the heads are in here, and we can attach them and change them up.
Oh God.
There's a variety of different heads can be attached to it. One of them has its eyes and mouth stitched shut for some reason.
Oh!
It is only 9 copper
Fallon,
pieces. You buy? Yes?
Buy it.
Fallon just kind of goes, Colin has a doll. What kind of toy do you want?
Ooh, what about this one? He says, and he points over to the side. And what he's pointing at on the shelf is a miniature gallows.
What the
And
fuck?
there's a tiny trap door under the hanging man from the gallows. And he says, pick up the man. Pick up the man, he says. And he encourages you to put your hand under the man that's hanging from the gallows.
Me or Colin?
You, actually, as the purchaser.
Okay, I do it.
Do you see the weight of this man is in exact scale for the size of the man?
Oh, fine.
And look,
I
it
love
even
this
makes
guy
cracking
so
noise.
much.
What does
I wish I
Colin?
was there.
What's his vibe for right now?
He points off to the side. He says, "What's that one?" And it's up on a high shelf, and the monkey kind of climbs up off of his shoulder up to the top shelf, and he pulls a string out behind this merry-go-round thing. That it has a one side of the merry-go-round facing you has a picture of a child running, and as the merry-go-round spins in a circle, the alternate sides of it aren't horses or things like that. It's snarling wolves that appear to be chasing these children around in a circle rather than.
I love this store. I wish I was there.
This is the worst toy store I've ever seen in my life. What the fuck?
Maybe
I mean, to be
something more simple
back
than.
up though. Fallon did give this child a dagger.
Yes. He's nice, Dagger. You must be big boy, he says, and like flexes his arm like a muscle thing. But maybe you go for something a little more conventional. Your mom seems a little concerned about these things. And he says, maybe doll, he says, and he hands out a doll. This looks a little like the one before, but the detail work is a lot finer. Roll perception.
Okay. Oh no. I'm so afraid. But also, does Colin look like weirded out, or is he just like, oh, cool?
No, not really.
It's normal
Not
for
really
this world.
weirded out. He's just like
Not
That
vibing.
really
seems like
weirded
a
out.
suspicious way of saying that. No, not
Yeah,
really.
it's like okay.
Yep.
Great.
So
That's a
yep.
7. I not
Mhm.
roll.
Your
Looks like a
second roll's
great
Gonna be the
doll.
higher number.
Where's
It
Irina?
wasn't.
Sorry.
Where is Irina?
Did you
At
guys
the
bring
end.
her, or did I bring her,
At
or
the
did we
end.
just leave her there?
Yeah,
She
no.
can go. She doesn't want to stay at the inn. She can go with either group.
All right.
Where would she have wanted to go? The toy store or the? Actually, I'll bring her. She's with me. I brought both NPCs.
Okay. Well then, no perception roll required. She just looks at it. Her mouth drops open. Is that me?
What?
It's clearly, now that she said it, it is clearly a doll of her.
And so was the other one then?
Maybe. But this one, definitely.
Nailed it.
Oh
Fallon
my
just
raw.
kind of pulls Colin like a little bit closer because she's like,
The Blinsky looks at the doll and at her, and he says, "Oh my, I didn't know you were real." Ooh, he says, and
I'm
he kind of
sorry,
adjusts his
what?
collar a bit. I can see how this would be awkward.
Holy
This
You
one is
didn't
actually not for sale. I make these for a guy in town who works for the burgomaster.
curse.
I'm very sorry.
Fuck.
It's, this is I
Why does he want dolls of Irina?
he didn't say. He comes in. He says, "Make me a doll like this," and then I make
How
a doll
many
like
does
that.
he
And he
have?
comes back and he says, "This part isn't right. To make it different." And so I make it different.
Who is this man?
Isaac Strasny.
I look at Irina. Does that name ring a bell?
She shakes her head at you, like eyes slightly wider than usual. No, that doesn't make any sense to her at all.
Cool. I
He
hate
is
this.
the burgomaster's muscle guy.
Okay, where can we find that man?
At the
Usually?
burgomaster's house.
Okay. Thank you. Do you have any toys that aren't terrifying?
I I don't understand. All toys are
Well,
perfectly normal toys.
toys not related to death, preferably.
This is hardly related to death, and he gives you like a set of those wooden Russian dolls that open up, and there's a smaller one inside. But
Yeah, Babushka
as
dolls.
you look at the smaller and smaller ones, they're older and older until the centermost one is the doll of a mummified corpse.
Okay,
Only
well, no,
about
that
death
is
at the end.
definitely
The rest
death.
of it is perfectly normal.
There's like a wooden sword or like a wooden horse toy or
Ventriloquist dummy?
no.
Don't look at it.
Sorry, not Fallon, but I hate
pointing up on the
ventriloquist dummies.
shelf.
They're so creepy. Fallon refuses to look. She's like,
This
"Fuck
one
no."
also clearly looks like Strahd.
Oh my god.
Ah! Okay, Fallon's gonna turn to Colin and go, "Do any of these appeal to you?"
You feel the urge to reach for needles.
Yeah. He he shrugs at you. He doesn't know.
Does he seem happy with the one he has?
Which one do you think he might be happy with?
The one he already has
one from the
that we
crow.
found.
Oh yeah. It's like he holds it up, and it's clearly a prototype of the later doll.
Yeah, I
Like
knew it.
it's got the hair right. It's wearing armor of a similar fashion, but the rest of it doesn't really match.
Cool, that's like the fucking Listen, there's a lot of weird shit in here. That's by far the fucking creepiest part of this whole store. Is his like picture perfect Irina doll. Blech! Gross.
I like the
I
merry-go-round
I
with the wolves chasing the kid the best. That's the best one.
I
Do you
feel
have
bad.
any?
You can have one for free if you want. This is all a misunderstanding. I'm very sorry to have made so many dolls of you, but Isaac is
Worst
no,
sentence.
That's worse. You can have
Isaac
one
is
for free.
like he he threatens me. Business is
I
bad. I
mean,
have little options. He comes in, he says this, and he doesn't even pay. But his father can have me
okay,
in the
well, that's just
stocks.
rude.
Not his father, his employer can have me in the stocks at a
I mean,
moment's notice.
I have to say, the craftsmanship is beautiful.
Thank you for noticing so much. He's really touched by that.
I mean, it's terrifying, but beautifully crafted. Do you have any like stuffed soft toys? I'm almost afraid to ask.
You know what I can do, he says, and he's really excited about that. I give you a blank. I give you a
What?
blank. It's just the body, no details, no hair, no armor, no nothing. It's a human doll.
Okay.
Just like-
Fallon was just asking if he had like stuffed animals.
No. The wolves they don't sell, and don't know why I would make anything other than wolves.
Do you have any wolf stuffed animals? You said they don't sell. So do you have any?
Mm.
Yes, yes I do. He says, and he goes
Okay.
into a back room and he comes back with two of them. He says, I can only sell one. These are the last two I have, and as long as I have one, that's fine. But they are somewhat valuable to me. But I sell one, and you don't freak out about my accidental copying you.
So Fallon's gonna look at Colin and be like, "Do you want that?"
He points to the one on the left, and
Okay.
Blinsky hands it over to him. It's like, you good kid.
How much?
No, no, on me.
I mean, if that
But you
fucking
tell
asshole.
somebody you meet. You tell somebody you meet, come to Blinsky's and buy a toy.
I mean,
And if you see a toy out there and is no fun, is no Blinsky.
of course. I'm gonna go and kind of look at Rowena and be like, "Are you like okay?"
She shakes her head. No,
Fair.
that was real
Fair
weird.
enough.
I don't know what to make of that. I don't think he's behind it, but
Oh, I mean, Blinsky's pretty chill. I have no issues with him. But whoever is requesting he make dolls of you and not paying him is just in every way the worst.
mm-hmm. And with that, I think we will leave it there as the group gets back together back at the hotel.
So, what did you find, Fallon?
I don't have the words to describe it.
We found a
She
gate.
just kind of points at Colin and goes, "We got him a
And
wolf."
Colin holds up his wolf. I have a wolf. And he's got a quite reasonably well made stuffed wolf.
The gate fixed itself.
No, the princess fixed the
gas
gate.
face. She made a gas face at it, and the gate fixed itself. It was awesome.
There's some fucking freak in town requesting dolls that look like exactly like Irina. So that's creepy.
That is creepy.
Shabaka
Like,
looks longingly at
terrifyingly
the.
Arena
like
shivers.
Irina.
Arena like that
How-
thing where her back shivers.
Shabaka
How
looks longingly at
identical?
the wolf toy,
What was
And
that,
then-
Cora?
and then looks away.
How identical are we talking?
Like fucking freaky.
What? What's happening?
Does this person know Irina? But Irina has not been here before.
We have no idea.
I haven't been here
He's
before. I don't know
inf-
this Isaac Strasny that he
He's
mentioned.
the like enforcer to the burgomaster.
So did
Oh,
Strahd.
they ask for
we have so much
needles,
to do tomorrow.
stuff like that too? Like a witch doctor's doll? They do that kind of stuff once in a while.
Oh, voodoo doll?
Yeah, that.
I don't know, but this doll, she motions towards the doll they'd found earlier that Colin has and goes, is apparently a prototype. But wasn't detailed enough.
Thought it might have been you. I just didn't want to say anything.
No, it didn't capture your beard.
What? Beard? Did you say
The toy
beard?
store.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you're not a dwarf.
On the upside, the toy man seemed nice.
Oh, who's that?
Did you get
Blinsky.
Chewbacca a toy?
Oh, Blinsky, like the label.
Like
No
those,
fun, no Blinsky.
Get
those
Ah.
like those pastries. Wait, no, those are punch keys.
Do going back to this Strasny, do we know who this person is?
He's the enforcer to the burgomaster. That's all I'm aware of.
So then,
Nobody
If-
in this group knows who it is. Yeah.
I think we will find
the
out tomorrow.
reason why I ask is because if he knows who Irina is prior to meeting her, then he likely has some sort of unrighteous obsession.
Oh, yeah, no shit. It's horrifying.
Yes, we should make sure we do not bring her with us.
Then
No.
where shall she be in this town? How can she get to work and live if she cannot be at peace, knowing that this
Well-
man is here?
To be fair, considering our future plans, doubt he'll be here long.
I understand that you don't want me to be around whatever you're planning to do next. I get that. I do. But until this settles down, you also can't leave me alone.
Oh, okay.
She says, I
Ill
don't
advised,
want
at
that.
least.
I'll risk whatever it is. But
By the way, what Fallon meant by he's probably not gonna be around long was, I mean, if we're planning a coup against the burgomaster and he's the burgomaster's enforcer,
Yeah, he's gonna go
we're
down.
probably gonna have to kill him.
No, we just got to get him drunk so he's laid
Also,
out.
he's a creep, so I'm
we don't
okay
have
with
to
Yeah.
that.
really kill him. We just have to, neutralize him.
We'll see what
Okay,
happens.
but he's also a creep, so we'll probably
yes,
kill him.
yes, probably.
I say we get him really, 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 really drunk, and then we go after the burgomaster.
I don't really want to drink with him. He sounds
Well,
horrible.
I'm going to say that you guys have any conversations you want to have. We continue to have here. That's cool. And any conversations we start the next session with, also cool. And then we'll start the next session waking up in the inn. So
Make
we can.
sure you cast your spells.
Yes.
Yep, I cast Goodberry before I go to sleep. I think twice, because I think I have 2 spell slots left.
Okay, I have 3.
Oh, look at
Oh,
you.
but I didn't learn
only
it
get
today.
3. I only have 3 spell slots, so
Oh yeah, because you're a
I'm
half
a
caster.
ranger. I'm a half caster, which is why my wisdom is actually not very high. But it's because none of my spells actually require my wisdom to be high.
Oh,
Like my strength is higher than my wisdom.
is there anything else we
Technically, I
want
have 4
to?
spells because I do have speak with animals from primal awareness.
Is there anything we want to discuss before in or out of character
shit,
before
I have
we go?
3 spells?
I could do one out of character conversation, but it can be off stream.
And no, I'm just asking the
Right,
group. Is there anything
so
the group
that-
wants to discuss before we end?
Not particularly, though I am concerned that if we do take Irina with us to kill a man, then it's not the concern that she's going to be in the way as much as if this guy sees her, he's going to focus her, and we don't know
that's
what kind
I'm
of
fucking
response it's
creeped
going to
out
be.
by too.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know what kind of response that's going to be, if it's going to be a violent one.
We've paid for rooms in the inn for at
Yeah.
least a week, so we can probably not have
you
I
to.
only paid
also
for a day.
don't want to. I also don't want to bring.
We paid
Colin.
100 silver, and we're not getting a more than one day.
You paid
I
One
paid
gold.
1 gold, which was 10
100 silver.
electrum, which is
10 rooms.
Which is basically 5 nights and 5 steaks.
5 nights and 5 stays
Yeah.
for all of us. Yeah, okay, so it's still almost a week.
I mean, I
No,
also
5
don't want
nights
to.
for one for like so each of you gets. Oh, if you want actually, yeah. So if you want to
Like
to
just a
split
couple of rooms.
a
and-
room, I don't know that they're gonna actually the rooms are gonna hold.
Do they have wolf bacon?
Well,
We would likely need
he
Well,
had
we'd probably
actually
need
said-
2, 4, 6. We probably
he
need
had actually
three
said
rooms or
it
so.
was 2 electrum for He said it was 2
Oh,
electrum.
1 electrum for
and-
1 room.
And sorry,
Yeah,
1
it's
electrum,
10
and that
electrum with 10
included the meal.
Yeah.
The one electrum includes a meal, but not the steak upgrade.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
So there is a bedroom with 4, and there's 2 bedrooms with 2 beds. The ones with 2 have room on the floor. I'll just he actually shows you around, and I'll do this now.
Okay.
The floor's dry.
Yes. The Blue Water Inn.
Don't run away, I'm going to.
Dun, dun. Do.
Sometimes I feel
Yeah, I have two. I have
to-
2 good berry. I've got 2 spell slots left, so I cast good berry twice.
I wonder if they have a scrump doll.
I didn't take Goodberry today, so I'll have to get it tomorrow.
Mm.
So I create like 20 berries.
But I could charm 4 people.
It's fine. I
There you go.
created 20 berries, so.
You can see the.
Okay.
Can you guys see the common room and the second story?
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
So those are the rooms that are available.
Oh, I see.
Actually, one of those might be occupied.
Oh, scroll down. Got it.
So hold on. So we're how many people are we in our group now? There's the 4,
8.
5 of us. 8.
How
I
many
don't know
of
how
us
to
are
count.
capable
Colin and
of
7.
being
7.
caught?
This room is probably
5
the
of us,
common
the
room,
kid,
right?
and Irina. That's 7.
The M, that one. 4 plain beds with straw mattresses line the north wall of this well-lit room. Each bed comes with a matching footlocker to the store clothing and other belongings. A table and 4 chairs occupy the corner across from the door. An oil lamp resting on the table casts a bright yellow flame. Yep.
Well, the 4-room, we can do 4-person room. We can do. My suggestion is, Irina, Fallon, and Cora with
Colin?
with Colin.
Yep.
Okay.
And
And
then
then one of the other 2?
One of the other 2 the 3 of us can go in that room. I don't mind sleeping on the floor. I'll sleep on the floor.
Yeah, something about all of you tells me that you wouldn't mind sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, bud. Good night. There's no snow on the floor, so we're good. It's
So
warm.
it's Ramses, Filbert, and I in the other room. We want the ones that are share a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are accessible from outside. You actually have to go out the front door and then up the outside stairs
I see.
and enter the upper floor
What's
where
this
there's
way?
a balcony that looks down. That's the open
Oh, that's
to
the common
below.
room.
So
Yeah, okay.
that basically
Or
looks
the-
down onto the common room below.
So what is this stairs?
Makes me wish I had the alarm spell.
Yeah.
Don't you have, like, you can mend a hole in the wall right now, couldn't you?
Mend. Unmend.
Yep, so the other stairs goes up to other rooms.
Would we we should probably just do watches anyway. In each room. Or I think we should still keep watch like we were camping out.
Yeah, good idea.
Who's first watch?
I will.
Hoo-hoo.
And I'll stand out in the hall between the rooms.
Hmm.
Who's second?
Someone should watch
Fallon
the
can take
windows
second
too.
watch.
I'll be second.
These are windows, right?
Yeah.
I'm closing and opening.
Fallon or Filbert? Some with you guys. Both
Fallon
volunteer.
will take second.
I said I'd take second.
You both said you'd
Okay.
take second.
I think
Oh.
we should have 2 seconds, or we should have 2 watch, 2 people, one in each
Given
room.
our relative lack of wisdom, it's probably good.
Oh no.
Yeah, good. No, I have an okay wisdom score. Please, I have very good perception.
I have decent perception. Let's see.
So do you want both People with
Plus
good perception
2.
on the same watch, or
I got plus
I-
5 perception. That's my
Yeah.
jam.
I have +5 perception too.
I think
I have
have
plus 2. I'm good. I'm really good.
Yeah, I have
Actually,
extra
I'll
heat
take the
percent.
second watch, and Filbert can take
if
the third.
Alan and Filbert have already both volunteered for
Where's-
second,
I-
so why
Yeah.
don't you take third?
We're bickering
All
over
right,
it.
I'll third then.
You can take second watch. I don't give a shit what watch I take.
No, you take it.
I just think the second watch is
Fallon
the
will
most
take-
likely
no, you know
for
what?
vampire attacks.
Fallon-
So
Fallon will take. Oh. In which case, then, if you think that's the most likely time for a vampire attack, then I vote Fallon take second watch because she's got. Her and Ramses have the highest perception scores, I think.
Sounds good. So then third watch.
who was first watch?
Ramses is Fallon first, then Fallon.
Well, I was suggesting we should have one person in each room instead of like someone standing outside the door. Because what if someone comes in the window?
Well, that'll be a struggle.
Then
All right,
too fucking
we
bad.
go.
Sorry.
then I'll go
Then
third.
we
Then
die, I guess. Who cares?
if we're doing it
Third.
single person, then I'll do the third.
I mean, could close the windows.
So Cora and Filbert, any preference?
Nope.
Sure.
You're
I'm fine with
going for
either one.
fourth?
Yeah.
Cool. There we go. Ramses, Fallon, Shabaka, Filbert, Cora.
Before going to bed, Fallon does her shadow boxing. Gets her shadow boxing in.
Oh, honey.
And then she'll tell Colin a story before bed.
Aw. What's the story about?
So it's probably a story her dad used to tell her. And it's about probably about like it's probably an old like tale from his like werewolf tribe.
Is it a scary story or is it a
No.
heartwarming story?
It's probably like an adventure. Listen, she got her hero complex somewhere.
Gotcha. Cool. Awesome. Then tomorrow morning we will wake up and take it from there. You're gonna wake
Yeah.
up, go down to the common room, and Rain's gonna be there for some reason. I don't know why.
Right?
Right?
You hear a clatter in the background.
That's what happened. He got displaced temporally.
He tricked us. It's not Curse of Strahd. It's another Shattered.
There's a Rain.
He got fucking sent to he got
Or
sent to
Sledgehammer.
Curse of Strahd. He's like, damn, I wish I was back in the time loop. This place
You just
fucking
want to run
sucks.
Shattered again with a different group of characters.
Yep.
Okay, well, thanks
Cool.
for playing, everyone, and thanks for everybody watching.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We
All have a
will.
good night.
Night, everybody.
We will. Oh, subscribed. Oh, thank you. You subscribed. Someone subscribed. Oh boy.
Why wouldn't they? We're hilarious.
That's awesome. Yeah.
what to do to be your own man. He said you gotta be a monster too, don't chase him away. God knows it don't work. Invite them all in for nefarious.